it can help the Bulldogs in a lot of ways. But the key is, again, I'm looking at these guys in warm-ups. They got a receiver, number 84, Elliott Rakers,
big kid.
6'6", 190 pounds. I mean, that kid looks like he can run. So they're going to have to play what I call skill position football today.
Do want to welcome all the fans that are tuning in on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. We apologize for the delay in getting live on there. Had some internet issues. We're going to work through those as we go throughout the broadcast. Haley Winkleman is working the laptop for us. J.C. Tinsley running the camera for the Carmi and in Breese and all over Illinois watching some high school football today. First round of the IHSA playoffs. Bulldogs are on the field. They're going to introduce their starting lineups as we are about 4.5 minutes away from kickoff here in Carmi. Well, Chris, it's been a long time since Carmi won a playoff game. 10 years. Back in 2013 is how far you got to go to recall the last time Carmi went to a Week 11. They beat Chester on the road before the losing back. I don't believe they have had the coin toss yet, so we'll find out here momentarily if Carmi will get the football first or not. But speaking of getting the football first, Chris, I think it's going to be important, whoever does get the ball first, or even just this first quarter in general, whoever could score first, whoever can really put the pressure on the other team first, it's going to make a big difference.
Absolutely. And I think, just speaking generally, if the Bulldogs win the toss, you might defer. Because having that first possession coming out in the third quarter, when you're against a team that can obviously move the ball like this team can, I think that means so much, because if there's a chance that the Bulldogs, if this is a close game, it's the old adage, sometimes your offense might become your best defense.
Yep.
So if the Bulldogs can come out, and if we can move the football on our traditional T, power I, and wing, then that helps us. If this game is tight going into halftime, let's get in the first possession, keep the ball out of Breeze's hands as much as we can. So conversely, though, if you're Breeze and you start out with first possession and they're just winging it down the field and getting to the edges and they do it with ease, it could be an indicator of a long afternoon. But we'll see. This is the playoffs. That's why we're here. You're gonna face the best, as I just said a minute ago. But I know these boys in maroon and white are ready to play. They got a lot of pride, a lot of heart, great group of kids, and you just love seeing Saturday afternoon football.
This is the second time these two teams have met in the postseason. They played up in Breese on a Friday night back in the first round, 2021. Carmi was 6-3 that year. The Knights were 9-0, and it was all Breese Mater Dei that night. They won that game 54-16. Carmi trying to flip the script this afternoon.
And that was a Breeze team that back in 2021 at 9-0 that was expected to make a run all the way. They ran into a buzzsaw, I believe, in the third round that year. But, I don't think this Breeze team is as strong as that one. But, again, that not saying strong for them is still a very, very good football team.
If Carmi wins this game today, they will be on the road next week, either at Johnston City or at Auburn. If Breese Mater Dei wins, they're going to be at home against either one of those two teams, with them being the higher seed out of them and Auburn in that instance. We'll try to get some more score updates as we go throughout the day and other playoff games going on in the area. First week of the IHSA football playoffs. The Bulldogs will get the ball to start first as they are set in their kickoff return formation. Cade Allen is deep. Noah Pollard also deep. Bulldogs wearing pink socks, as are the Knights. Today is the pink out game here for breast cancer awareness in the final week of October. Hard to believe that November starts on Wednesday, Chris.
It's crazy. Well, I tell you
flying
what,
by.
85 degrees yesterday, 45 today. It's just fall says we're here.
This is playoff football
Yes,
weather.
it is.
I wish it was still raining. Maybe not. At least we're in here.
Yeah.
Bulldog fans still making their way to the stadium seats. Good crowd on both sides. Playoff football here in Carmi. Hard to beat it. We appreciate you tuning in both on 97.3 WRUL and the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. Number 56 is the kicker. That's Dalton Timmerman. And it's a short kick, and Cale Wiggins bobbles it, picks it up, scoots at the 30-yard line, and gets it up to the 34. So you saw the field conditions already. Cale slipping a little bit on that kickoff return, but we'll see how this Carmi offense comes out here, Chris. Even if you don't score, you can get a couple of first downs to get some momentum on your side, something positive. that's going to play a big part.
I agree, and I think this is the type of game, the field conditions being a little sloppy, this benefits the Bulldogs if you can come out and move the football between the tackles. Let's see if we come out and just a traditional look here. It looks like we are.
Yep, Bulldogs going to come out in that clipped wing. Well, they do send Trayton Vickers out wide to left. They're going to have to try to spread out this defense as much as they can. 1st and 10. It's a handoff to Noah Pollard up the gut, and Noah able to lunge forward for about a yard, maybe 2. Noah only had 27 rushing yards last week against Johnston City. It's going to be a very similar defensive front today.
Yeah, it's not going to be any easier. Although Breese doesn't have the size Johnston City had up front last week, they have every bit the athleticism. And you called it, Cole. There are 6 down linemen, it looks like. Every bit of 6 players at the line. 2 linebackers, kind of a hybrid look, but they're going to make it difficult to run the ball.
Wiggins moves in motion. They fake the toss. Here's a counter that goes to Noah Pollard left side, and he was able to get forward progress up to about the 38, but not much after that. 3rd and 7 coming up here for the Bulldogs.
And I tell you, not only are they playing well up front, but they're disciplined. That counter is designed to get a defensive end to kind of bite, to either go around him or kick out. Number 3 on that play, Chase Jansen, just held his ground, pushed that play back inside to where the tackles were, and the Bulldogs had nothing on that.
So here we go. Bulldogs facing 3rd and 7. 10:45 to go here in a scoreless first quarter. Landon Driscoll under center. Hands it off. Pollard right side. Noah gets across the 40-yard line up to the 41. About a gain of 3. Brings up 4th and 4. So what do you do here if you're Kurt Simon?
It's the playoffs. You can't give this team the ball. Well, so that is punt personnel. Yeah, lineman coming out. I didn't know if we were going to go with a 4-wide look, but you got to punt it. This early in the game, you can't hand Breeze field position.
So we talked about Landon Driscoll not being 100%. You wonder if he is 100%, do you throw it there on 3rd and 7? Was able to get 4 yards, but still 4th and 3 at your own 42, you got to punt.
Yeah, you can tell he does unfortunately have an injured throwing shoulder or arm, and that's going to play a huge factor today.
They're going to call offsides against Breeze Mater Dei.
That's automatic first.
Now to the official, he pointed towards the end.
That's automatic. Automatic first, 5 yards.
That's interesting because normally for an offsides, the ball has to be snapped because if you line up offsides, defensively you can still move back. But
I may have called that neutral zone. I think that still is a rule. If your hand or your head are crossing the football, either side, because we saw a lot of that offensive offsides, I think the same applies to these. So it's kind of like you see in the NFL, neutral zone infraction. I think that's what they called there.
That's a Rush Appliance first down, so Bulldogs get to the new set of downs. 1st and 10 to 47. Driscoll gives it off Pollard left side, and Noah is stood up right the line of scrimmage. Ball might have come out, and what they're going to say down by contact. The back judge came in. The Knights recovered it, but the back judge does say that he was down by contact, so no fumble, no gain either.
And he called that quickly. And again, high school football, there's no replay, so you're just dependent on their call. But this Knights defense,
Carmi just can't get a push up front.
They are stout. Again, size-wise, not what JC was. 225. I think another kid 205.
You're not seeing 6'6", 6'5" up there either.
No, 290. You're just seeing quick, athletic players.
2nd down and 9. Driscoll under center at the 49-yard line. Fullback give goes to Dotson, and Dotson gets it across midfield. About a 5-yard pickup up to the 48. Not a bad run there on 2nd down. Brings up 3rd and manageable.
And that's a good option to go to him to get you those solid 2, 3, 4 yards. Now, 3rd and about 6, you're borderline 4 down. I think if you get within a yard of a first here, I think you go for it.
Absolutely.
Because you don't want to give Breeze Mater Dei the ball. Keep the ball away from them as long as you can, as much as you can. So let's see how much yardage we can gain here. It's going to determine what we do.
3rd and 8.
Confusion.
Kurt Simon didn't like what he saw. He'll call his first timeout with 8:15 to play here in the first quarter. We'll take one as well. We'll step aside for a 30-second break. It's Bulldog football on 97.3 WRUL.
When it comes to tax preparation, experience counts. Hi, this is Dewana with Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi. Taxes are complicated, but choosing a tax professional shouldn't be. We have the knowledge and experience to make the most of your tax return. Turn to the professionals at Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi. Call 382-4151. That's 382-4151. Also visit online at butch.com. That's BOTSCH.com.
All right, back here at Harrington Jeffrey Sports Complex, 3rd down and 6 for Carmi at the modern-day 49-yard line. Kurt Simon just called his first time out as the Bulldogs had some confusion. We'll see what they go to here on 3rd and 6. Got to get a couple yards here to give yourself a chance on 4th and manageable. Stack guy formation. Driscoll under center. Give goes to Power left side, and Noah able to get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. 4th and 3, maybe 4th and 4 coming up here for Carmi.
Well, that was the linebacker shooting through. That looked like number 35, even though he's not on a roster, has a number, but shot through there untouched. You know, it looked like we had a hat on a hat and like Pollard had something, but if you let a linebacker get through there untouched, they're going to wreak havoc, so we will punt.
Bulldogs will play field position here, trying to punt. Driscoll waits for it and gets the punt away. That's a good punt, and it will be fielded at the 20-yard line by Breese Mater Dei, and making a nice open field tackle was Nelson Ryder at the 25-yard line. That was number 13, Trey Winkler, who fielded the punt. There is a penalty flag back there near where Driscoll. That's a running into the kicker. Another first down for Carmi. Mater Dei shooting themselves in the foot.
And we'll take it if you're Carmi. And if you're Breese Mater Dei, that's twice now. You've given the Bulldogs first downs.
Watching the replay, that's absolutely the right call. The defender just ran into Driscoll, and that's 2 first downs that Carmi has been awarded via Mater Dei penalties.
If you're Breese Mater Dei coaching staff, you have to be livid because those are just 2 simple mistakes. Yeah.
Look where they're putting the football the way at the Breese 33.
That is a brutal penalty if you're Breeze. But if you're Carmi, you've got to start moving the football because this defense hasn't been given hardly anything. So you've got to figure something out here.
You just see how many guys the Knights put near the line of scrimmage. Driscoll under center, back in the stack guy. Turns, gives it off to Pollard off the right side, and he's just got nowhere to go. Carmi cannot get a push up front.
No, and that's number 34, Brock Reverman from his linebacker position. Number 50, Chandler Tonys, if I'm saying that right, only 195 pounds, but absolutely disruptive in there. You see, that's such the contrast as what we saw last week. They're not big, but they're just quick and physical. And when you have quick players who can penetrate the gaps and get off blocks quickly, you don't always have to be 270, 280 pounds.
Carmi will go shotgun for the first time today. Play clock down to 5. Driscoll in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to throw for the first time today. Penalty flag down. That pass is incomplete. He was looking for Trayton Vickers. We'll see what the flag is.
Hold or a false start. I thought we started early. If it's not that, it's going to be a hold.
Legal procedure, legal shift.
2-minute motion at the same time.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty, and they'll redo second down.
Yeah. But you're right, Cole. I mean, they're just playing what looks like a goal line defense. Yep. 8 guys up there, they're just saying, we're going to make you throw it. And we, minus that shift there, if we catch that, that's a decent little gain. But we're going to have to complete some of those today.
It's going to be hard for Carmi to run the ball between the tackles.
Yeah.
You got to spread things out and widen out this defense. They go back to the spread here. Driscoll in the shotgun. Hands it off Pollard left side. Here's Noah Pollard, puts his shoulder down, and Noah gets up to the 32-yard line. So that's what we're talking about. You spread out these defenders. You don't have 10 guys in the box. Okay, you play with 7. You're going to give yourself a better chance. That's the longest run Noah's had today, about a gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, it's just a simple law of spacing. You spread them out a little, give your linemen a chance just to get their one-on-one individual blocks and create some opportunities for yourself. Because you're right, Cole, with 8, 9 guys packed in there, we're just not having luck out of the tee. So I think that might be how we shift our strategy here a little.
Probably 4-down territory if you get a good chunk here on 3rd and 9. 5:50 left to play here in the first quarter. Driscoll, play action. They're trying to run a screen. It's intercepted and picked off and running on the near sideline is number 35 for Breese Mater Dei, and he's out of bounds at the 44. The Knights did their film study. They read the screen
sorry, that's Jonathan Helms. Where's number 35? Yeah. They sure did, Cole. Read that, thought we had it. Driscoll had to get rid of it. And credit Breese with just a good play reading that screen pass. The linebacker not biting on it, staying at home.
That's just a great play by Helms.
Yeah, that's just good defense.
Carmi took up a little over 6 minutes to clock on that drive. 5:44 to go here in the first, and the first snap coming up for the Knights. Move a man in motion. That's Lamp. Here's the handoff up the gut, and getting about 3 yards up to the 42-yard line is number 34, Brock Reverman. We're talking to some of the Carmi coaches. Reverman is a guy they got to keep their eye on, as well as number 2, Nick Lamp, and of course the quarterback, Zeeb, who's going to be a threat both with his arm and with his legs.
Yeah. Like I said, Zeeb at 6'2", 195, he's a weapon.
Handed off left side and trying to get to the flat. Wiggins can't make the tackle, and that's going to be out of bounds at around the 35-yard line. That time, that was Riverman. Bring up third down.
You can see, it's just a totally different type of system than what we saw last week. Johnson City coming at you just like a bunch of sledgehammers. This team just tries to kind of, what I term nickel and dime you, kind of hit you off the edge, fly sweeps, getting outside, but they are athletic.
3rd and 3 for the Knights, ball at the Carmi 36-yard line. Zeeb back to pass for the first time, rolls out to his right. Ryder can't get him. Zeeb will take off, and he's got the first down out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
And you can see the problem that a spread offense creates when you have to honor those 4 downfield receivers. Zeeb was looking to throw that ball. Andrew Dotson did a good job getting out in the flats and covering the receiver. But when you have to honor those guys, when you got a quarterback that's so fast, your other guys are in man-to-man coverage, covering the other receivers, that leaves him alone. And if he gets outside the edge with no one there to come up and pick him up, he's going to get chunks of yards like that.
So 1st and 10 for the Knights, ball at the Carmi 20-yard line, as Mater Dei having some confusion as far as where they need to line up. Play clock down to 4. Zeeb in the shotgun, man in motion, takes a snap, jet sweep going to the far side, and running with the football is number 11. That is going to be Landon Gapperhaus. Takes it all the way to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, Breese Mater Dei.
And the receivers on the edge for Breese. As physical last week as JC was between the tackles, I'm watching these receivers block. They are physical. Those guys, they're lined up in the slots and the edge, are big physical athletes.
It's tough for Carmi to shed these blocks.
They're just kind of manhandling us a little bit right now.
Zeeb in the shotgun, 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They move a man in motion. Zeeb takes the snap, hand it off up the middle. No, play action pass, and making the catch is the same receiver. That was number 11, Gropperhaus. And the Knights strike first. Touchdown, Breese Mater Dei.
Just a beautiful play action fake. They faked it to Gropperhaus, draw the defense up, think it's a run. The end comes inside, and you slip him right out into the flats, and he's wide open. So you can see, again, this Knights offense is totally different than what we saw last week, but still just as effective.
And what they'll do here on the PATs, they'll go with the swinging gate formation, and they'll shift everybody in just like that. They'll attempt the extra point. So 6-0 Knights, 4:31 to go here in the first quarter as they march down with relative ease as the extra point way off the mark. So 6-0 Breese Mater Dei, 4.5 to play here in the first quarter. We'll step aside for a 30-second break right here on 97.3 WRUL.
Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. From cabinets and flooring, doors and paint, lumber and hardware, to shingles and siding. Knowledgeable and friendly staff that have your back on all those home projects and even deliver to your door. So before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber for the woods, the goods, and the know-how. Visit Carmi Lumber, North 3rd Street in Carmi, and carmilumber.net.
4:31 to go in the first quarter. Breese Mater Dei, they strike first on a 9-yard touchdown pass from the quarterback, number 16, Trenton Zeb. We apologize for getting his name wrong there on that first drive. Landon Grapperhaus was the one who caught the touchdown for the Knights. So Carmi will try to answer as the kickoff can be picked up by Cade Stockton to the 35-yard line. Cade to the near sideline across midfield at the 45, and a great return for Cade Stockton. How about a reminiscent of his brother last year here in the first-round playoff game against Athens? He had a good return. Cade sets up Carmi in Breese Mater Dei territory.
Well, Cade and his brother both had backfield experience in their younger days, in Cade's freshman days, and showing you his skills there. Nice return. Just what the Bulldogs needed to answer.
And that's the things that Carmi is going to have to do today, Chris. Special teams. Got to take advantage when you can. But now a short field, it's only 6-0.
Right. It's still a game. It's still a game.
Carmi trying to spread things out a little bit here as Vickers goes out wide to the right in the T formation. Here's a toss to Cade Allen looking for some running room, and he might have got a yard back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Well, that was number 50, and I'm watching Chandler Toney's, and he's only 195 pounds. You're thinking, compared to what we saw last week, but I'm going to tell you, I watched him. That kid is lightning quick off the football. He just shed the block of the guard in front of him and just, lightning fast in the backfield. Against bigger teams that, that play close splits, that eventually can wear you down, but, speed is everything on the defensive side of the football.
Carmi just can't get a push up front. 3:41 to go in the first quarter. Driscoll hands it off. Pollard off the right side, and he's tripped up but stays on his feet. Noah Pollard gets it across the 35. About a 5-yard pickup. Great job there by Noah. He was met in the backfield, able to get 6 or 7 yards, third down.
Fantastic job by Pollard. That was all him. He averted about a 5-yard loss. That was Garrick Winkler, if I'm saying that right, 6'5", 206-pound senior linebacker shooting through there. But great job by Noah to make something out of nothing. And quite frankly, that's what the Bulldogs are going to have to do today. They're just going to have to make plays at every turn.
Got to get a good gain here to give yourself a shot on fourth down.
And I think this is 4-down territory.
Ball at the 33. Driscoll under center. Hands it off. Pollard trying to bust to the outside, and he just can't. No gain. Fourth down.
And this Breese Mater Dei defense is just not giving us an inch. They are stacked at the line of scrimmage. They're quick. Those slow developing counters are going to be tough to run against this team. We're just going to have to figure out how to hit them with some kind of play action, take advantage of their run blitzing a little bit, just catch them off guard with something, because coming straight at them with power formations right now is doing nothing.
Here we go, 4th and 8. Driscoll in the shotgun. Play action. He's got time. Throws over the middle, and he missed Vickers. It would have been a touchdown, and he missed him. Turnover on downs.
That was 6 points. They know it. It's just got to connect on it. We talked about Driscoll's good time. He was there. He knows it. Some issues with his shoulder. He's playing through some pain. Credit him. But Bulldogs, great play call. It was there, just didn't connect.
See Kurt Simon come over to Driscoll and just say, shake it off.
Exactly.
Great protection.
Yeah.
Play worked out right. I think Vickers maybe tripped a little bit
I think so
there
too.
At the end, but still, he just missed it.
Yeah, they were just about a half second off from 6 points. Great play call.
Really need Carmi to get a stop here. 1st and 10 for the Knights at their own 34-yard line. Zeb in the shotgun. Moves a man in motion. That's Winkler. They fake it. Zeb keeps it up the middle, and he will run it up to the 40. About a 5-yard gain.
But if you're Carmi, that showed you have some ways you can get them open. You've kind of figured out a little wrinkle there with them stacking so many guys committing to the run. That tells you the play action is there. We'll connect on one. Now you just got to get them back off the field.
Called a gain of 7, 2nd and 3, 1:45 to go here in the first quarter. Zeb in the shotgun. Riverman in motion. Back to pass is Zeb. Throws one over the middle. He's got a man open, but he missed him. And that would have been a big play, as that was number 24, Garrick Winkler, who was open.
Yeah.
Carmi also got some pressure there on the pass. But here we go, 3rd down.
It's a golden opportunity here for Carmi to get the ball back. 3rd and short. Might see a dose of Zeb here again on a keeper maybe.
Well, I can imagine, Chris, we talked about when Carmi played Cesar back in week 4. Carmi struggles against the pass. If you're Breese Mater Dei, why not try to push that as much as you can?
Maybe a quick slant or a quick out.
3rd and 3. Zeb in the shotgun. Back to pass. Nope, hands it off up the middle to Riverman, and he is going to get the first down across midfield. Down the far sideline he goes, out of bounds at around the 40-yard line. First down, Knights.
And just a good run by Riverman. Just shook off about 2 tackles. There at the line of scrimmage, showed his speed. But like we've talked about all game, this Breese Mater Dei's not a big, physically imposing team, but they're just super athletic.
And they want to get their guys the ball on the outside, and it's worked.
Yeah. Bulldogs, he forces you to spread the field there. And so they just had a little trap to the tailback there up the middle.
1st and 10, ball at the Carmi 40-yard line. Zeb back to pass. He's got pressure coming in from Buchanan. He's going to roll out to his right. Throws, caught. Winkler across the 20-yard line, out of bounds at around the 10. Correction, that was Lamp that made the catch. Nick Lamp.
Good pressure by Buchanan breaking through there, getting some heat on him. But just, again, Zeb's ability to do things outside the pocket. He's as dangerous outside the pocket as he is in. And a spread team like this is just so used to doing these type of things. Just a great throw and a great play.
1:22 left here in the first quarter. Knights trying to score their second touchdown. Zeb in the shotgun. Hands it off as Riverman trying to find the outside. Carmi can't pursue, can't bring him down, and they finally do at around the 7-yard line. Got a 5-yard gain.
Well, it wasn't too bad of a job initially over there by the Bulldog defense, forcing him outside. It's just Riverman just made a good cut on that to get that yardage. That was just a good run. And again, the Bulldog defense not really out of position. It's just good running.
Final minute here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 6 coming up for Breese Mater Dei at the 9-yard line. 6-0 Knights trying to add to it. Zeb in the shotgun, pointing his receiver to the right spot. Waits. Looks over the defense. Now takes the timeout. Mater Dei will call their first timeout of the half with 34.7 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We'll take one as well, back in 30 seconds.
Hello, Bulldog fans. This is Kyle Hosick with Country Financial. It's been great coming back to my hometown of Carmi, supporting our Bulldogs as well as my current and future clients. Whether you're looking for auto or home insurance for your business, life insurance, or a retirement plan, I can help. I take pride in quality customer service and promise to listen to what's important to you while ensuring you have the right coverages. Stop by my office to see what sets us apart. Country Financial Representative Kyle Hosick, 603 West Main in Carmi.
So after a Mater Dei timeout, it's 2nd down and 6. Ball at the Carmi 9-yard line. 6-0. Breese Mater Dei leads it, trying to add to it. Cole Carter and Chris Myers with you. 2nd down. Zeb moves a man in motion by himself now in the shotgun. Takes a snap. They try to go with the quick screen. They fake it. They throw to the end zone. Incomplete. So here we go, 3rd and 6.
Good coverage by Wiggins. That was actually the man in motion. Number 34, Riverman. Kel Wiggins doing a nice job getting out there. I would like to think maybe if they see any more of Zeb back there by himself that we blitz him. Don't give him a chance to, just sit back there. Let's see how we adjust on this down. 3rd and about 6.
3rd and 6 from the 9. Zeb in the shotgun. 3 receivers out wide to the right, 1 to the left. They move Riverman in motion again. Zeb by himself in the shotgun. Back to pass. Quick throw over the middle. Going to be caught and tumbling his way into the end zone for a Breese Mater Dei touchdown is Garrick Winkler. Touchdown.
And we did. And we blitzed off the edge, and Winkler was wide open right because of it. But Zeb just showing just great characteristics of what great quarterbacks do. The blitz was coming. The heat was coming right at him. He knew who his open receiver was going to be. Calmly turned his shoulders, tossed him a bullet, and 6 points.
Knights will go for 2. They missed the PAT on their first drive. Zeb in the shotgun. Going to roll out to his right. Penalty flag flies in as the pass is caught by Lamp, but we'll check the penalty flag.
Might be motion. Let's see.
They are checking with Carmi, so I would imagine it is against the Knights. That would be a result in a redo of the 2-point play.
And going over their options, let's see. Forget the call. Yeah,
false start.
Yeah. I think they had a man in motion a little too quick.
So they'll redo it. And that will put the football back at the 8-yard line. So, again, you can get a stop here for Carmi. It's a 12-point game. They missed their two PATs. Again, all Carmi, it's all you need is one score. It's a different ball game.
Yeah, you hold them out here, there's still a lot of time.
As we saw last week, the defense got more comfortable in the second half. Zeb in the shotgun here on the 2-point conversion attempt. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, man wide open, and Winkler is in. For correction, Grapperhaus in for the 2-point play. With 24 seconds to go in the first quarter, your score, Breese Mater Dei 14, Carmi White County nothing. Back in 30 seconds.
Your partner in auto repair. That's Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi. You get service, expertise, and a promise you'll drive away satisfied. Complete engine and body repair, 24-hour-a-day wrecker and towing service, tires from sales and service, and repair including muffler service, brakes, shocks, suspension, and more. When quality counts, count on Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi. Your partner in auto repair. Call 382-7165 today.
.25 seconds left to go here in the first quarter as Breese Mater Dei has marched down the field twice and scored. 2 touchdown passes for the quarterback, Trenton Zeb. First one went to Landon Grapperhaus. That last one to Garrick Winkler. Carmi had a chance to score in their last possession. An open man missed for a potential touchdown. And here's a short kickoff, and Cade Stockton will field it like a ground ball and fall on top at the 36. That's where Carmi will start this drive.
Well, as advertised, this Breese Mater Dei offense is a machine. Like we saw last week, just a different type of machine. These guys just, through this spread offense, just bring so many different variations at you. That 2-point conversion, they faked a counter, which forces you to commit to the run. The back off that fake goes out to the flats, nobody there, and he throws it. It's just, well-executed machine.
1st and 10 for Carmi at the 36-yard line. Driscoll moves a man in motion.
Fumbled.
He fumbled the snap, and he was able to fall back on top of it. It'll be 2nd down.
And not the way you want to start a drive. For giving up another score. Carmi, to keep this game, that should be the last play in the first quarter, by the way. But to keep this game within reach, they've got to do something this drive in the second quarter.
After 1 quarter of play, your score, Breese Mater Dei 14, Carmi White County nothing. We'll step aside for a 1-minute break right here on 97.3 WRUL.
Trucks, trucks, and more trucks. Trucktoberfest is here at Expressway Ford with tons of trucks in stock. And we're slashing prices, over $9,000 off MSRP on new 2023 Ford F-150 XLTs and rates as low as 1.9% APR. That's right, over $9,000 off the #1 selling truck in America for 46 years. Hurry out to our Trucktoberfest while inventory is up and prices are down. Expressway Ford, more Fords for less.
In 1925, when Farrell Hospital opened, they knew that families in El Dorado and the surrounding communities needed a hospital they could depend on, close to home. Over the years, Farrell grew to meet the needs of patients. Today, Farrell Hospital has grown to offer advanced emergency care, orthopedics, cancer, surgery, imaging, lab, and more, always keeping more care right here close to home. Farrell Hospital. You can depend on us.
Start of the second quarter, Breese Mater Dei leads it 14-0. Cole Carter alongside Chris Myers. Haley Winkleman and J.C. Tinsley with us for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. Asher Penrod back at the WRUL studio. So 2nd down and 10 for Carmi at their own 36-yard line. Driscoll under center. Gives it off Noah Pollard left side, and Noah again met at the line of scrimmage. He'll be 3rd and 9.
They're just swarming to the football. It's just a matter of winning that battle at the line of scrimmage, Cole, and they've They've committed to it. Even when we're bringing 2 receivers out wide, they're still leaving a lot of guys in the box. So, they're just doing it differently. They're athletic. I'll tell you, number 24, again, that's Garrick Winkler, 6'5", 206-pound senior linebacker. He's just all over the field. I mean, that's a force in the middle, and he can see a lot of things at 6'5".
3rd and 9. Driscoll in the shotgun. Vickers moves in motion. Back to passes. Driscoll throws one down the field. Vickers can't bring it in. Missed him by inches. Vickers was open, and Carmi will punt.
Great throw, great time, just an inch short. I mean, it was the perfect play call.
If he hits him in stride, it's a touchdown.
Yeah. I mean, that's 2 touchdown opportunities the Bulldogs have just missed on. But I tell you, I love the play call. He had plenty of time to throw, just missing things by just a tick.
The Bulldogs will punt from their own 37-yard line. Low snap to Driscoll, and a good kick by Driscoll. Going to send the returner back at the 21-yard line. He fields it and runs. Can't run away from Nelson Ryder. That was Carter Murphy on the return. Good play by Ryder.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, coming down there, he's on the line and running down and making plays like that twice now.
He doesn't want this to be his last game.
I tell you what, he's just a special kid, a special player. Just gives you 100% heart and soul, nonstop motor. Like I say, my local version of Nick Bosa. I didn't say Joey this time. I said Nick. So, yeah, just a great kid. He's been a fun player to watch these past 3 seasons.
1st and 10 for Breese Mater Dei at their own 23-yard line. 14-0 Knights, 11:04 to go in the second. Zeb in the shotgun, hands it off. Riverman trying to find the outside, slips out of 1 tackle, and a good job by Wiggins. He can't bring him down, or correction, that was Beck Huff, the first one to him, but Gavin Payton eventually brings him down at around the 27-yard line.
And again, on those long, wide runs on the edges, the Bulldogs haven't been in bad position. The corners and the ends have done a good job not getting hook blocked, getting reached to the inside. They're making him string that out. That was just a good run there to avoid a tackle, what could have been a tackle for loss.
4-yard gain there for Riverman. 2nd down and 6. They place the football at the 28-yard line. Zeb in the shotgun. Low snap, bobbled it, penalty flag down. Could be a false start.
It is.
So we erased that 5-yard run.
First time that was kind of a pistol formation there. We hadn't seen that yet tonight, so this afternoon. But if there's just been one little complaint, hiccup, if you're Breeze today, it's penalties.
Absolutely.
They have just not been good with penalties.
Chris, I just think if you're Carmi, you're down 14 now. If you can keep it within 14 at halftime, you're going to give yourself a chance.
You are. And that's why you've got them deep in their own territory.
Carmi is slowly starting to settle in, starting to kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
But you don't want to wait too long until you figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Zeb back to pass here on 2nd down. That pass low, and is that a catch by Riverman?
He caught it.
Wow.
He did. Looking from here, he got that first arm underneath it, rolled and got it.
One-handed snag to the 27-yard line. Here we go. Big 3rd and 6 coming up.
Again, that's another good read by Zeb. Bulldogs brought pressure, blitzed the linebackers. Riverman just snuck around the edge there, hit him over the middle. So you're right, Cole. Here it is. Here's the 3rd and 5. This is your chance to get him off the field.
Ball marked at the 27-yard line. 3rd and 7. Call it 3rd and 6 for Zeb in the shotgun. Takes a snap, play action pass. Zeb looking, still looking, throws one down the field. That ball is knocked away by Vickers.
That was a fantastic play by Trayton Vickers. Zeb was going for the home run ball there. Deep over the middle, had lots of time to throw it, but Vickers, what he did well is he didn't lose path of the receiver, and he didn't look back too soon for the ball. You look at the receiver's eyes, you look at the receiver's hands, see if he's going up for the ball. Vickers timed it perfectly, knocked that away. Huge stop for Carmi.
Good throw by Zeb, too.
Sure was.
The receiver was there, and Vickers stuck with them, stuck the right hand out there and knocked it away. So 4th and 7. Knights will set up the punt for the first time today. And it's a short punt coming towards the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds at around the 44. So here you go, Chris. This is kind of what you need if you're Carmi. You get the stop I think momentum is the big thing here now because I think mentally Carmine's got to get it in their minds that they're still in this game.
You're just, bottom line, you're going to have to connect on these plays. These throws that are wide open, you're going to have to flat out connect on them. You can't be inches short. You've got to connect on one of these.
Bulldog faithful trying to get behind their team, trying to get them fired up.
And they have battled.
Yeah.
It would have been very easy for them to fold. That last drive right there.
I mean, last two drives, that's 2 touchdowns.
Exactly. And they could have just folded. These kids are not folding. They are fighting. And let's see if we can put something together.
First down and 10, ball at the 43-yard line. Driscoll in the shotgun, Vickers in motion. Play action pass. Driscoll looking, steps up in the pocket, now rolls out to his right, needs to throw it away, and he does. Smart play by Landon.
Yeah, and he's out of the pocket, even though there wasn't a receiver in the area. That's not grounding.
Breese Mater Dei fans across the way
yelling for it, but they're not going to get it.
He's out of the pocket.
Yeah, he did the best thing he could do there.
And a good job by Driscoll to avoid the pressure and give himself a chance to extend the play.
Yeah. And now Breese is probably going to adjust a little bit. They're going to realize, okay, we've gotten lucky twice. You know, we've almost given up 2 touchdowns. We're going to kind of honor the pass a little more.
Second down and 10, ball at the 43-yard line. In the shotgun, it's Driscoll. Pollard to his left. Hands it off Pollard, off to the right side. Gavin Payton trying to set the edge, and Pollard able to get it up to the 48. About a gain of 5, brings up 3rd and 5. First time Carmine's really trying an outside run there out of the shotgun.
Well, I tell you, Gavin Payton not only set the edge, he came around there like a Mack truck. He came around that edge and got a good drive block. He knocked back Riverman about 5 yards. If we can get that kind of movement every time, you know, we're moving the chains. So 3rd and 5, interesting situation here. You can come back to that last play, or you can try to see if a screen might be there again.
3rd and 5, ball at the 48. Driscoll hands it off. Pollard up the gut, tripped up at midfield. Still about 3 yards shy of a first. What do you do?
I think if you're Kurt Simon, 8:19 left, I think you're going for it.
It's 4th and about 4. They do bring Easton Sullivan in, which makes you think stack eye formation here.
Maybe a play action off of that. Or it could be just show them this and maybe try to draw them off sides.
8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 14-0 Breese Mater Dei. 4th and 3, ball at midfield. Big play right here for the Bulldogs. They come out in the power eye. Under center is Driscoll. And a timeout. They try to get the Knights to jump off sides, but no avail. Kurt Simon calls his second.
Sports, the team at Hale Body Shop work together to make sure you get your car back as quickly as possible.
When it comes to collision repair, more and more people choose the team way out there on Possum Road.
Hale Body Shop in Carmine.
David and the gang are proud supporters of area athletes.
Magic laser beams.
All right, 7:46 to play here in the second quarter. Carmi facing a 4th down and 3 at midfield. And Carmi is in the punt formation. And it's a fake punt. Cade Stockton's going to get the first down to the 45. They ran the same play last week against Johnson City. It didn't work. It works here. Rush Appliance first down.
I've said it for years. Kurt Simon, and you know this as well as anyone, Cole, always goes into his mad scientist lab in the postseason. You're always going to see a trick play of some sort, a fake punt, what have you, and that was it. Carmi with a gutsy call at midfield. If they don't get that, they're given a nice, tremendous field position. A great call, and you got to do those things in these type of games.
1st and 10 now, ball at the 45-yard line. Carmi trying to find the end zone for the first time today. Driscoll moves Wiggins in motion. Hand it off to Pollard, up the gut. Noah Pollard, nice run across the 40. You can tell, Chris, Carmi slowly starting to get more of a push on the offensive line.
They are, and they are not backing down at all. In fact, that play, Austin Owen, big number 62, all the way downfield, tangled up with Brock Reverman, driving him for about 10 yards. I think this offensive line has maybe said enough's enough. They're going to start taking charge.
2nd down and 4, ball at the 38-yard line. 14-0 Knights, 6:48 to go in the second quarter. Driscoll bobbled the snap, kept it, somehow got it off to Pollard, and he just had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Actually, I believe that was Dotson. Nope, it was Pollard.
Yeah, just not a clean exchange there. The wet field, wet ball, that can happen. Now 3rd and short again. If we can get a clean exchange there, we're getting hat on a hat, getting movement initially, but they just flow to the ball so well. But again, if you're Carmi, you have to be encouraged that you're putting yourself in a potential, scoring situation given how you've been down these last couple drives.
3rd and 3. Carmine the power I. Driscoll, play action pass. He's got time. Throws down the field.
Stockton.
He wants Cade Stockton.
He got him.
Got it. Touchdown, Carmine White County.
Yes. What a play by everyone involved. Good protection. Stockton on the double move. That's a counter pass. You see the fake in the backfield. Stockton runs the long post, made that inside fake, got the safety to look to the outside, bite, turn right back in. We said, Cole, they've got to connect on one of these, and we finally did. Beautiful play.
Makes it 14-6, 5:54 to play in the second quarter. And here's a big 2-point attempt here. And the stack guy, Driscoll, under center. Hands it off. Pollard met initially, fights through it, he's in.
What a play. Noah Pollard shook off what should have been a loss in the backfield. Now this team is alive. That's why they've been fighting.
5:54 to play in the second quarter. Rain starts to fall, but the Bulldogs not dead yet. 14-8, Breese Mater Dei back in 30 seconds.
Hamilton Memorial Hospital family clinics are growing to meet the needs of our communities. We're proud to continue to expand by offering acute, urgent care services by welcoming Dr. Brian Sloan to our McLeansboro Family Clinic location. With over 20 years of emergency medicine experience, Dr. Sloan provides acute, urgent care visits for those times when you can't wait to feel better. From colds and sore throats to care after sports-related injuries and more. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics. Here for you now, like we've always been. To schedule an appointment, call 618-643-2988.
The Bulldogs find the end zone. A long touchdown pass from Landon Driscoll to Cade Stockton. Makes it 14-8 Breese Mater Dei, and the ensuing kickoff being ran back by Lamp, and he's wrapped up at the 20. Chris, you can start to feel it. Bulldogs get the touchdown. They converted a big 4th down on that drive. Crowd started to get fired up. It's a whole new ballgame.
It just takes one big play, and it started with the fake punt. That gave them confidence. It gave them some life, and finally, 3 times we've been open on pass plays. We finally connected on one, and just like that, it's a one-score game. That's what a big play can do. Football is a momentum game, and now the Bulldogs know they can play with this team. Now here's the deal. This Knights team is not going to panic, I can assure you. They're built for these type of situations with this offense.
Rain coming down as hard as it has since before the ball game. Zeb hands it off, Riverman up the middle, and a nice run there for Brock. Riverman gets up to the 30-yard line. Solid gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and short here for the Knights.
Breese being a spread team, they're designed for these type of plays. You got 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. They got 2 of their timeouts. They practice this scenario all the time.
2nd down and 2. 5:23 left to play here in the second quarter. Zeb in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off. Riverman trying to bounce it, and he's hit initially by Andrew Dotson, slipped away, but they're going to say he was down back at the 29.
Fantastic play by Dotson. He just took on that end, shed the block, and made that play. I think they are going to mark him down where his knee hit, Cole, so it's going to be 3rd and about 2.
3rd and 2 with the football sitting just shy of the 39-yard line. How this game has turned, but a big play here.
And this could be monstrous. You can stop them here and get the ball back. This changes a lot of things.
Zeb in the shotgun. They move. Riverman in motion. Zeb by himself. Quarterback run up the middle, and he is going to have the first down and more. Bulldog falls down, and Zeb on the run. Cale Wiggins can't get him. And a long touchdown run for the quarterback, Trenton Zeb, 70 yards.
That was a quarterback trap. He was back there by himself. You saw the center turn back, the guard pull and kick out with the field spread. No safety over the middle, no linebackers up tight. No one to defend it. He was gone. And we just said big plays. And that Breese answered just like that.
First time we've seen real designed quarterback run from Zeb today. He has scrambled a couple of times, but that one, once he got past that first wave, Cale Wiggins, one of the fastest guys on the field, just couldn't catch up to him. And so the Knights will line up to go for two. Again, they missed their first their first PAT, got the two on their second touchdown. Now trying to make it a 22-8 game. Zeb in the shotgun, play action, rolls to his right, and Ryder brings him down. Ball tipped in the air and intercepted. Carmi can't run that back, but it's still an unsuccessful 2-point play.
Still good job by the Bulldogs. Good job reading that play action. And you're right, Cole. High school is not college or pros. You can't return a failed extra point attempt.
4:26 to go in the second quarter. Your score, Breese Modern Day 20, Carmi White County 8. Back in 30 seconds.
What a hit! Now that's a playmaker.
With Huck's Bucks Big Rewards, you can be a playmaker too. Hi folks, I'm Chris Myers.
And I'm Cole Carter. Download the Huck's Bucks Big Rewards app now and save with great coupons on gas, snacks, and more.
And make sure to fuel up at the Bulldog Spirit Pump at Huck's. A portion of your fill-up goes to support Carmi White County Unit 5 schools.
And that makes you a playmaker in the community. Huck's Market, headquartered in Carmi.
.426 to go in the second quarter, and Modern Day with an onside kick, but Carmi was able to get it. That was Josiah Perez who bobbled it at first, but was able to land on top of it. So Carmi given a short field here with 4:23 to go in the second quarter, trailing 20-8.
Heads up play by Perez. Trying to catch us off guard there, but saved us some field position for sure.
So the Bulldogs get the touchdown on the long pass play from Driscoll to Stockton. The Knights answer right back, but a big possession here. Breese Modern Day will get the ball to start the third quarter. And again, like I said, if you can keep it within 2 scores at halftime, you're going to help yourself, obviously, for the second half.
Bulldogs at least know they can move the football.
They come out in the stack eye formation. Handoff goes to Pollard right side, trying to let his blockers set up and nowhere to go. Got half a yard. Up to the 46.
Yeah, I think it's a case. You still got the Bulldogs have 1 timeout left, 4 minutes. You're at midfield. I don't think Kurt Simon's thinking just hang on to it and pack it in. I think he's going to be aggressive at some point and try to get a score here. It's going to have to be through the air.
Under 4 to play, second down and 9. Driscoll under center. He's got Vickers out wide to the right. Vickers moves Wiggins in motion. They fake the toss, counter to Power off the right side, and he's, again, got nowhere to go. Number 50 there, able to break the block. That was Tony's.
I tell you, he came across there. Nelson Ryder was trying to get him kicked out on that counter, and Tony's just did a great job getting underneath the block and making that play. If we're able to get a kick out on that, they might have had something, but fantastic play by Tony's. Now you're 3rd and long. I think you're just trying to run as much clock as you can because you know how quick this Breese team can strike. So they're a 2-minute drill type team, so you got to get it first.
3rd and 9. Driscoll back to pass, looking, throws it over the middle. Vickers incomplete. Almost picked off. Coming over the middle was Beckett Wade, and I'm sure the wet ball had a lot to do with that. As again, the rain coming down as hard as it has today. And it's 4th down, and Carmi will punt.
And it would be a situation, again, this offense for Breese, get this ball back. They are built for the 2-minute. This rain might be a factor with that. Could slow that down a little. So just try to keep them out of the end zone because they will get the ball to start the third quarter.
Low snap. Driscoll able to short hop it and does get the punt away, and a good punt again. Fielded at the 19-yard line, bobbled, and then making the tackle on special teams is Cade Allen as well as Beck Huff. Ryder the first one there. And so, again, if you're Carmi, you can keep them out of the end zone here in the final 2:48 of this first half. I think given the circumstances, you're content with a 12-point deficit. You're still right there.
You are. And, you can look back. There's nothing you can do about it now, but two plays, and this is a really tight game. This may be almost a tie game. But You know, again, when you're playing great teams, you have to take advantage of every opportunity given to you. This Bulldog team is still fighting. Just got to keep them out of the end zone. Don't give up a score here before half.
Zeb in the shotgun here on 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. High snap, corrals it, play action pass here for Zeb. He steps up, he's going to take off, makes one Bulldog miss, then puts his shoulder down, brought down at the 21.
And you can see the problem he creates, even when the coverage downfield is good, which it was that play. If he gets loose, he's devastating with his legs. That, again, as we talked about in the pregame, that's what a running quarterback can do. Even if you cover every receiver step for step, if your linemen are accounted for and he breaks the pocket, he becomes a weapon.
2nd down and 4, ball at the 22-yard line. Zeb in the shotgun, hands it off, Riverman up the middle. He's got running room with a stiff arm. Riverman gets the edge, gets a block, and he's down the sideline at midfield, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds at the Carmi 38-yard line. No flags.
And just like that, that's how quick they strike. He came around there on that inside handoff, just caught us flowing with the motion, come back against the grain, and just a good, solid run. And now, with one
team of buyers are constantly scanning wholesalers, looking for pantry favorites and meal ingredients at astonishing savings just so you can shop confidently, knowing that you can come in anytime and find great deals from fresh cuts of meat and grocery items to deli, fresh produce, and frozen goods. See just how much more your dollar buys at Little Giant Grocery, Carmi, Illinois.
.140 left to play here in the second quarter. Breese Mater Dei has the football in a 20-8 lead. Rain coming down. They have the football at the Carmi 38 after a sack. Back to passes, Zeb. He's got time. Throws a deep ball down the field. Got a man open. That is caught. Touchdown, Breese Mater Dei.
It was the same play they went to a couple drives ago that Vickers got his head around and made the play. This time, he beat Vickers by a couple steps. I don't either.
Because Vickers, it was a little underthrown. Vickers caught up.
Vickers just had his back turned that time was the difference. He's able to see it. And just like that, I said it's in 2 minutes to get in the end zone.
3rd touchdown pass of the day for Trenton Zeb. And it comes here with 91 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And the Knights will go for 2. Zeb will be in the shotgun. Moves a man in motion with Riverman behind him. Zeb takes a snap. Play action, rolls right. He'll run, and he's in for 2. 1:31 to play in the second quarter. Your score, Breese Mater Dei. Here in the second quarter, Breese Mater Dei extends their lead. They've scored 14 unanswered. It's 28-8. Kickoff will be fielded by Noah Pollard at the 31-yard line. I can imagine Carmi will just run out this clock and
salvage what they can.
Yeah. And you think about it, Chris, Carmi right there. So many chances. Mm-hmm. The 2 missed pass plays. Even you put those aside, 14-8. The long touchdown run by Zeb and that long touchdown pass. We said it last week. You just can't give up big plays.
You can't. And especially the 14-8 one when we're up and Zeb broke that run, that was the backbreaker. You could just feel the air come out of the tires for the Bulldogs after that play.
Landon Driscoll under center here on 1st down. Gives it off to Pollard off the right side. And Noah with some running room, and that's probably his longest run of the day. Takes it across the 40 to the 43. He's going to be close to a 1st down, and he's got enough for a Rush Appliance 1st down.
That's a good run again by Noah. The Bulldog offensive line hadn't quit. And again, this is just the first half. This score will look deceptive, not discrediting Breese, because this is a good football team, but the Bulldogs have had some opportunities.
Under center is Driscoll, bobbled the snap, kept it, tries to run, and he's stood up, nowhere to go.
Yeah, and that's going to become kind of a factor going forward the rest of this game with this rain. Bobbled snaps are just going to happen. And if you're Carmi, 56 seconds, 30 seconds left on the play clock, yeah, you can just basically take a knee here. Let this thing run down and take a knee. I doubt Breese is going to use the time. It wouldn't do him any good anyway.
Mater Dei will get the ball to start the second half. as the Knights lead it 28-8. 3rd and 13. I guess it's just 2nd down. The chains say 3rd down, but just 2nd and 13 here. Ball at the 39. Driscoll gives it off. This is Andrew Dotson left side. He's trying to find some running room and takes it up across the 45. Carmi will not use their final timeout, or do they?
Well, Breese
Modern Day took their final timeout with 16 seconds.
Unless Breese thought it was 3rd down there. I'm not sure why they would do that.
Now the chain said 3rd down, but the scoreboard said 2nd. I didn't think it was 3rd.
No.
You would think the chains would be correct.
Yeah, I'm not sure why, because they couldn't stop it regardless.
So now the Knights are out of timeouts. Carmi has one left.
Yeah. Unless they like just sitting in the rain a little longer. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not sure what that accomplished. Nonetheless, like I say, we said that this Breese Modern Day team was going to be, an excellent team at 6-3, and they're proven. At 6-3, they're Assessor Johnson City level
but
team.
we also knew, Chris, Carmi was going to have to play nearly perfect.
Exactly.
And as bad as things were at times, a couple plays here and there, it's a different ball game. And I'm not trying to sound like, trying to be an optimistic, but I'm just being realistic. If Carmi completes a couple of passes, they make a couple of stops on 3rd down, it's a different ball game.
And we're in it. Exactly. And momentum's a lot different. But you have to execute against teams like this. You just have to.
Final play of the first half. Driscoll going to go back to pass here, and he's going to roll out to his right, and he'll be sacked. Threw the ball up. It's loose, and they're going to say incomplete pass. He just kind of tossed the ball towards a lineman. That's going to be grounding.
Yeah, I was going to say at the very least that's grounding.
Yeah, if you're Driscoll there, you just got to protect the ball and take the sack.
Now it's 4th, and you got 8 seconds left. Now you do got to kick it to him. You got to kick it to him now. And that's the last thing you wanted to do, because even if this punt lasts 3 seconds, 5 seconds is plenty of time for them to take a shot at the end zone.
Yep. So waiting for the officials to sort this one out, as the rain has lightened up here for a second. We were thinking originally, as they do call intentional grounding and a loss of down, so it will be 4th down. We were thinking originally before the kickoff, looking at the radar, we thought it would be clear for the couple of hours this game would be played. But Mother Nature had other thoughts.
No, I also thought it was going to be 60 degrees, and that didn't happen either. So.
Chris is regretting his choice to wear shorts today.
Yes, sweatshirt, shorts combo I thought would have been a good blend in 60-degree weather. It has been a disaster. I'm cold.
So Carmi has to punt here on 4th down. And again, a good punt by Driscoll. No one back to recover it. And they will just let this clock run out. Nope, they're going to have to stop it with .2.
So let's see what Breese does. If they take one miracle heave, maybe a hook and ladder. You never know with this team what they got in their arsenal. But you said it best, Cole. It is what it is, 28-8. You can't deny that. But, again, that's going to be a score that's deceptive in a couple ways, because the Bulldogs have had some chances to keep this a close game. And, again, we're not being negative. You just state the facts. Against teams of this caliber, every opportunity you have to capitalize on it. Yep. You can't waste opportunities against teams that are this good. The Bulldogs have played hard. They're playing with heart. But at the end of the day, you just have to capitalize on opportunities that are given to you.
So it looks like the Knights will try
4 wide to one side.
One more play here with 0.2 of a second on the clock. Back to passes. Zeb throws one down the field. It is knocked away by Cade Allen.
Good thing he did.
Yep.
Because that was
there
6.
Was nobody behind him. All right, so a couple of unfortunate bounces sees Breese Modern Day take a 28-8 lead going into the locker room. We'll step aside for a 3-minute break. We come back. We'll have the Jordan Funeral Group halftime show right here on 97.3 WRUL.
Doing business in today's world can be complicated, time-consuming, and expensive. People's National Bank is here to help your business not only survive, but thrive. With modern-day products such as remote deposit capture, ACH payments, merchant card services, and commercial line of credit sweeps, we can get you paid faster, protect your risk, and make your money work hard for you. Hi, this is Melinda with People's National Bank. Give me a call today and get started. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome to Pro Rehab Carmi, where our passion is getting you back to life faster. It is our privilege to walk with you every step of the way using evidence-based treatments specifically created just for you. Whether it's sports, general orthopedics, or pelvic floor rehab, you are in the right hands. Your results are worth fighting for, and our team fights for you.
Call 384-7872 or visit Pro Rehab on Main in Carmi and get back to life faster. Shop, click, drive. It's that simple with RiceMotors.com. Picks and pricing updated several times a day. Even vehicles in transit. You get the first look when you shop RiceMotors.com. Got an idea of what you're looking for? Want to schedule a service appointment? You can do it all. Rice Motors has served the region for 90 years. And with RiceMotors.com, it's never been easier for you to shop. Click, drive. RiceMotors.com. Visit now.
Roark Transport in Carmi has earned a reputation of dependable hauling that many in this area have depended on. Roark Transport now also offers rock, dirt, and lime hauling. From parking lots, driveways, and washouts, Roark Transport can handle all your rock and dirt hauling needs. Farmers can also depend on Roark Transport to deliver their lime when and where they need it. For your next driveway or parking lot job, remember Roark Transport for fast, dependable service. Call Roark Transport today at 265-3665.
Family owned and operated for more than 70 years. Rush Appliance and Furniture stands the test of time. We have a large selection of in-stock furniture and appliances for every room in your home, grills and smokers, and an unmatched dedication to superior service. This is Sean Rush inviting you to visit me in Fairfield or my dad Terry in Carmi, where we can help you furnish every room in your house with superb service after the sale.
Slay's Restoration, restoring communities for more than 30 years with a rapid response fleet equipped to handle any size loss, wind damage, fire restoration, water damage, mold removal, and remediation. Slay's Restoration is there when you need them most, working to bring your property to better than before condition with state-of-the-art technology and hard work. The #1 disaster restoration company for water, fire, wind, and mold. Visit slaysrestoration.com to learn more.
Halftime here at Harrington Jeffrey Sports Complex. It's Breese Mater Dei leading Carmi-White County 28-8. Cole Carter alongside Chris Myers. Asher Penrod is back at the WRUL studio. Haley Winkleman and JC Tinsley with us. For those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. The halftime show is produced courtesy of the Jordan Funeral Group, remembering lives well lived and honoring the tradition of Bulldog sports. Visit jordanfuneralgroup.com for more. Halftime score 28-8. Chris, just a few minutes ago, it was a 14-8 game when Carmi got a long touchdown pass from Driscoll to Cade Stockton, and you kind of thought, okay, the tide was turning. Carmi is going to be right in this ball game. The Knights get the long touchdown run. Carmi goes 3 and out. Knights get a long touchdown pass, and here we are. And we said this morning, we said even last week that in order to beat a team in the playoffs, you just can't give up those big plays, and that's what the Bulldogs did there in the first half.
Yeah, you have to, especially when it's 14-8, you have to take advantage of where you are on the field and not give a team like that you just can't open the floodgates for them. And, we'd said early in the game, just a couple of miscues on some passes, and it's closer than a one-score game. It might be knotted, but besides that, at 14-8, we got them on their side. It is eerily similar to JC. I believe they were around their 25, 30-yard line, and that was probably a second or third down play that, Zeb just busted. It was well-designed. It was called a quarterback draw, quarterback trap. They read our defense, knew our linebackers were up, just probably going to be blitzing. Guards pulled. There's no one in the middle of the field due to having to honor the receivers going downfield, and he just made a heck of a play. But that's what good teams do. That's Breese modern day, that's their MO. Out of the spread, they are made. It's literally like spread teams love it when there's less time on the clock than they need, because they're designed for those type of things. And, he just took advantage of what was there, great play call, and they just show why they're a good football team. Same thing, when we just couldn't get anything going on that next drive, punt it to them. There's about 3:47 left in the half, and you look on the clock, by 2 minutes and 16 seconds later, they're in the end zone. They're designed for it. They're a machine. I've said earlier in the game, they're a different type of machine than what we saw last week in Johnson City. Johnson City is just that slow, steady combine coming at you on the ground that you're just trying to stop and find a way to just, keep away. This team is just kind of like an air raid buzzsaw. They're coming at you from all kinds of different directions. But, no question, you look at the score at 28-8 and you think Carmine's never stood a chance. That's not the case. It's not that these kids haven't battled. It's not that they haven't had opportunities. It's just, Breese is a solid football team. Don't discredit them for a second. Our boys have played hard. They played with heart. The defense has battled. But, at the end of the day, good football teams, they do what they have to do in key situations, and Breese has done it. So, again, like we said all year, for those seniors in this locker room, they potentially, in the way the odds are looking right now, have 2 quarters left of football for their entire lives. So I know in that Bulldog locker room right now, they're approaching this like it's 0-0. It is your first game of your life, the first game of the last game of your life, and you're just playing every snap this next half with everything in your body. You just give it everything you have. You fight till the very end. I don't think there'll be any quit in this Bulldog football team. Never has been, never will be. But, you just come out like it's 0-0 and just play solid defense the first drive, try to get the ball back, and maybe just, again, connect on one of those play-action passes and get yourself back in this game.
Other scores from around the area going on right now in 1A. At halftime, it's Carrollton leading Cesar-Valliere 8-6 there at the break. So the Red Devils were the two seed, I believe, 2 or 3 seed in the 1A South bracket. They're chilling at halftime 8-6. Fairfield and Greenville just got started a few minutes ago. Still looking for a score there. I do know in Carterville in 4A, it is Harrisburg leading Carterville 21-0. So that would be an upset as well. Carterville was the higher seed there, hosting the Bulldogs 21-0 Harrisburg. Last I heard from that ball game. Still looking around Twitter, and a lot of games didn't start at the same time.
Johnson City's probably just gotten underway against Auburn, I would say.
Yeah.
It was a 2 o'clock start. So
we'll get more scores from some of these games as the day goes on. But here in Carmi at halftime, it's Breese Modern Day leading the Bulldogs 28-8. We'll step aside for a 3-minute break. This is the Jordan Funeral Group halftime show right here on 97.3 WRUL.
Welcome to Southern Illinois Trading and Supply, where small-town service meets the selection of a big city. We proudly offer top-notch American-made mowers, quality you can rely on. Envy Neighborhood Vehicles, perfect for family fun or cruising around your neighborhood. We are also your destination for Traeger Grills, Diamond Pet Food, MFA Farm Feed, everything you need in one place. Southern Illinois Trading and Supply, not the same old store you're used to. We're different and we're proud of it. Southern Illinois Trading and Supply, where small town value meets big city selection.
Welcome to Taylor Eye Care on Falcon Avenue in Carmi. Excellence in eye care.
From thorough examinations utilizing advanced equipment and technology to premier optical products. Here at Taylor Eye Care, we treat every patient like family, going above and beyond the expected for a truly memorable eye care experience. Simply put, we are excellence in eye care.
If you're looking to brighten and enhance your vision, don't hesitate to contact us today. 382-4683.
What you need, when you need it. Wabash Christian Therapy on Oak Street in Carmi has what you need. From outpatient therapy serving pediatrics to geriatrics, when you need it. Flexible hours for your convenience, state-of-the-art equipment, private treatment rooms, and personalized programs tailored to fit you and delivered by a therapy team committed to compassionate care. Wabash Christian Therapy on Oak Street in Carmi. Learn more by calling 382-2927 today or
8-263-6400. Wabash General Hospital, people you know helping people you love.
The Carmi Kiwanis Club would like to genuinely thank the community for enjoying and supporting another wonderful Corn Day in Carmi. Special thanks goes to sponsors for helping fund our annual festival. And congratulations to perennial float powerhouse Brownsville School for their wonderful parade entry and winning the Roaring 20s theme parade, as well as our brand new Corn King and Queen, Aiden Jordan and Ansley Healy. The Carmi Kiwanis Club, proudly serving the children of the world.
Extra, extra! The CWC Drama Department proudly presents Newsies. Follow newsboy Jack Kelly as he goes on strike with his ragtag band of newsies in New York City at the dawn of the 20th century. Based on the Disney film and inspired by a true story, you won't want to miss this inspiring tale of fighting for what's right. CWC Drama will be carrying the banner this November 17th through 19th. Friday and Saturday performances at 7:30 p.m. with a Sunday matinee at 2:30 p.m. Newsies is presented through special arrangement with Music Theater International, MTI. All authorized performance materials are also supplied by MTI. www.mtishows.com.
Halftime here in Carmi. Breese Mater Dei leads the Bulldogs by a score of 28-8. Cole Carter and Chris Myers with you. Asher Penrod back at the WRUL studio. Haley Winkleman and JC Tinsley with us for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. So again, the Bulldogs trailing here by 20. Breese Mater Dei will get the ball to start the second half. And a couple of passes that just don't go Carmi's way. It's a different ball game, but you got to think, Chris, if you can get a stop and a score to start the second half, you're going to give yourself a chance. You go back to the whole, obviously you want to get the ball to start the third quarter in general, but you got to start one possession at a time. Got to get a stop here for Carmi.
You know, the Bulldogs were in the exact same situation last week against JC, I believe, down 24-6,
Yep.
I believe, start third quarter. It was a scoreless third quarter. The Bulldogs came out and got JC off the field and got the ball, had a good drive going, just couldn't get it. He got it down around the 10, but just couldn't get it in the end zone. So you just have to start with a mindset at 0-0, come out, get a good stop, 3 and out, whatever it is, just get the ball back, put a drive together, connect on one of those play action passes, just make some kind of play and get yourself back, making it a 2-score game. So, nothing is over. Breese has a solid lead, no question, but the Bulldogs still have a chance to battle their way back. And I will expect nothing less of a Kurt Simon football team than to come out and battle every single second of these last 2 remaining quarters.
Still looking for some score updates from around the area at other playoff games going on today. Reminder, last we heard it was Carrollton leading Sester-Valier 8-6 at halftime. Harrisburg leading over Carterville 21-0. Thought there was one more that I mentioned before the break. I'll keep scrolling through Twitter trying to find those. A lot of games didn't kick off till 2 o'clock, so some of those just getting underway. Fairfield was traveling to Greenville today. I know Benton was at Mount Carmel in a 3A matchup, so a lot of area schools in action either at home or on the road. But Carmi trailing here at home at halftime, 28-8. We'll take our final break here of the Jordan Funeral Group halftime show. Come back and we'll have the third quarter for you back in 3 minutes on 97.3 WRUL.
The alarm sounds, coffee brews, and the porch light guides your steps toward another busy day. Just like you, Invenergy Solar is up with the sun. Invenergy's Boomtown Solar project will create up to 400 construction jobs and create enough electricity to power 40,000 American homes. Invenergy expects to invest $60 million over the project's lifetime, helping illuminate the future of all in White County. Private investment developed on private property with public benefits. Invenergy.
Well, folks, that ain't country, but this is Skylar Harrelson from Jansen Auto in Carmi. It's been my pleasure to help my friends and neighbors get into the cars or trucks of their dreams for the last couple of years. Here at Jansen Auto, we're bringing you great vehicles at better than expected prices. There's really no reason to shop anywhere else. If we don't have it, we'll get it. All new vehicles are priced at huge discounts. Your hometown dealer, Jansen Auto Group in Carmi. Stop by and see why.
When it comes to tax preparation, experience counts. Hi, this is Dewana with Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi. Taxes are complicated, but choosing a tax professional shouldn't be. We have the knowledge and experience to make the most of your tax return. Turn to the professionals at Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi. Call 382-4151. That's 382-4151. Also visit online at butch.com. That's BOTSCH.com. carmi.com.
Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. From cabinets and flooring, doors and paint, lumber and hardware, to shingles and siding. Knowledgeable and friendly staff that have your back on all those home projects and even deliver to your door. So before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber for the woods, the goods, and the know-how. Visit Carmi Lumber, North 3rd Street in Carmi, and carmilumber.net.
Hello, Bulldog fans. This is Kyle Hosick with Country Financial. It's been great coming back to my hometown of Carmi, supporting our Bulldogs as well as my current and future clients. Whether you're looking for auto or home insurance, insurance for your business, life insurance, or a retirement plan, I can help. I take pride in quality customer service and promise to listen to what's important to you while ensuring you have the right coverages. Stop by my office to see what sets us apart. Country Financial Representative Kyle Hosick, 603 West Main in Carmi.
Your partner in auto repair. That's Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi. You get service, expertise, and a promise you'll drive away satisfied. Complete engine and body repair, 24-hour-a-day wrecker and towing service, tires from sales and service, and repair including muffler service, brakes, shocks, suspension, and more. When quality counts, count on Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi. Your partner in auto repair. Call 382-7165 today.
Halftime here in Carmi. Breese Modern Day leading the Bulldogs 28-8. So you're getting set for kickoff here in the second half. The halftime show has been brought to you by the Jordan Funeral Group, remembering lives well lived and honoring the tradition of Bulldog sports. Visit jordanfuneralgroup.com for more. Cole Carter and Chris Myers with you. Asher Penrod's back at the WRUL studio. Haley Winkleman and J.C. Tinsley to my right for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. So again, the Knights will get the football to start the second half. And they ended that half on a 14-0 run. Carmi scored to make it a 14-8 game. And a couple of long touchdowns put us where we are now.
I can see Coach Kurt Simon slapping his senior Landon Driscoll on the shoulder pads, just kind of giving him one of those, hey, let's go have some fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's playoff football. Yeah, this is the last two quarters potentially for these seniors. You know, nothing's over yet, but you just got to play like every snap is your last. You know, and the Bulldogs can do that, get a break here or there, they can get back in this game.
Got to start with getting the stop on defense first, and Trey Winkler, Driscoll trying to catch him, and he can't. Touchdown, Breese Modern Day to start the second half.
And he's a weapon. You know, we've talked about they just got so much open field speed. When they get to the edges, they're lethal. They just do it so much different than what we saw a week ago, but nonetheless just as effective. And kickoff return for a touchdown is not how you wanted to start the second half if you're the Bulldogs.
I think the Knights, I see them bringing out a tee. I think, nope, that's our tee. They're going to throw it back across the field. They are going to go for two here. Getting the play call from head coach Jim Steibel. Makes it 34-8, excuse me. 11:46 to go here in the third quarter.
Again, Cole, they're a similar offensive style to Sesser. Not as big as Sesser, but they just execute so well.
Zeb in the shotgun, moves Lamp in motion, takes the snap. They go sweep here to Riverman trying to find the edge, and he'll get there. He's in for the two. Nope, they say no.
Yeah, no.
Far side official said he did not get in there. Ryder, a great job in pursuit to bring him down, and two-point conversion is no good. So 11:46 to go in the third quarter. Your score, Breese Modern Day 34, Carmi White County 8, back in 30 seconds.
Citizens National Bank of Albion has always been in the business of making dreams come true.
Are you like many in the community that have dreamed of owning your own business?
Bring your ideas in and speak to one of our commercial loan professionals in Albion, Olney, Crossville, and Bridgeport.
Our competitive rates and solid decision making will make it the best decision you've ever made.
Let us help you get started, and we'll watch your business grow.
Citizens National Bank of Albion, no better banking.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, the Knights take back the opening second half kickoff all the way for a touchdown. It was number 13, Trey Winkler, who did so. That extends the Mater Dei lead to 34-8 with 11:46 to play here in the third quarter. And there is a stoppage on the field before the Knights kick this one away. But the officials are set, and we're ready to kick this one back to the Bulldogs. Just how this game has turned in the negative way for Carmi.
It just has. You know, it just after the big plays, the big drive, I mean, that's just a backbreaker. But you just have to keep fighting if you're Carmi.
Short kick at the first level, and Cale Wiggins able to fall on it, or was he?
I think he was, yeah.
At around the 44-yard line, they say he was. That's where Carmi will start this drive, trailing 34-8. Well, just a few minutes ago, game-wise, it was a 14-8 game. And 3 long touchdowns for Breese Mater Dei since. Puts Carmi in a hole.
There's a reason this team's been a perennial power in football, and you're seeing it. You are seeing it. They are just as athletic and gifted as all get out at the skill positions.
Driscoll under center on 1st down and 10. He hands it off to Noah Pollard up the middle, and Noah's got nowhere to go. No gain.
Which has been a recurring theme this entire game. You know, Cole, I marvel at how they don't have a ton of size up front. I've said it over and over, but the leverage, the quickness, especially the quickness that they play with, how fast they get off the ball. But when you have skill position players, when your ends, especially your defensive ends and linebackers in the high school level, when they're big, athletic, and dominant, they can really, really make your defense special.
2nd and 9. Driscoll going to go back to pass, looking, dumps it off the hands of Cade Stockton. They were trying to run a screen, but even if Cade caught that, he would have had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Even as much pressure as they're bringing in with as many men at the line of scrimmage, they've just done a good job snuffing out the screen passes. And that's just a sign of good coaching. That's a good disciplined football team and good coaching. Because a lot of teams, when you're heavy blitz, you know, attacking the run, you know, you're not thinking about a screen pass. You know, when you're well coached and you hey, be aware of it, then that's the result.
So 3rd and 9 here for Carmi. Ball at their own 45-yard line. 34-8, Breese Mater Dei with the lead. 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Driscoll moves Allen in motion, and a flag comes in from the back judge.
I don't know if that's a false start. Delay
game against Carmi.
Yeah, didn't get it snapped in time. 3rd and 9 was tough enough. Now 3rd and 14 is even tougher.
Not many plays on the call sheet for a 3rd and 14.
Probably going to have to just run our MO with either a counter pass, some type of play action. We draw up usually out of the wing. Yeah, and that's coming out of the wing, so look for maybe that play action counter pass.
3rd and 14. Under center is Driscoll. He'll go back to pass here. He's got time. Throws one to the near sideline and too high. Intended for Cade Allen. He was open, but Driscoll threw it a little bit over his head. It's 4th down, and Carmi will punt.
Again, just good defense. And it's the play you had to call in that situation. You know, if you try to run it there, you're just essentially just saying, hey, we're just content to punt it. So it's the right play call to try to get a 1st down. But Breese just playing good defense on that.
The Bulldogs will line up to punt here, a 3 and out to start the second half. And so Driscoll back in the punt formation. Not a bad punt by Driscoll. It will take a bounce, and it will take a Carmi roll all the way to the modern-day 11-yard line. That is where Nelson Ryder will down it. So 1st and 10 for Breese Modern Day at that spot.
And if you're the Bulldogs, as hard as it is, the obvious with the scoreboard being what it is, Cole, you look at it from the aspect, again, especially the seniors, I've got 2 quarters of football left for the rest of my life, so I'm going to play like it. That's bottom line. You just play like it.
1st and 10 for Breese Modern Day at their own 10-yard line. Zeb, the quarterback, in the shotgun. He looks, takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. And carrying the football there is number 10. I believe that's his first carry of the day, if my eyes aren't deceiving me.
Keep Schlemmy. I probably butchered that, but 185-pound senior.
He gets a good run all the way out to the 20-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, I think you're right, Cole. First time I've seen him touch the ball today.
I think they mark him about a yard shy. And this snapped that from the 11, so it'll be 2nd and inches here.
Yeah. And this is a team, they're just so well balanced too, Cole. I mean, they come at you from so many different angles.
2nd and inches, Zeb in the shotgun. He takes a snap, quick throw to the right side, making the catch is Lamp. He goes down the sideline, and he is going to be knocked down out of bounds at around the 28-yard line. That'll be a first down for Breese Modern Day.
And that's just basically one of those pass plays that's as good as a little run. They had a counter fake in there. It looked like they were going to run an inside counter. But, nice 5-yard pickup. That's kind of the old, back in the day, I know I'm a 49er fan, it's the Bill Walsh philosophy. Your passing game can be like a run game.
Yeah.
Little 5-yard outs, out to the flats, dink and dunk, just kind of the same effect.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 28-yard line, 9:15 to play here in the third quarter. Knights lead at 34-8. Zeb letting that play clock run down. They're going to take as much time as they can between each snap. Handoff goes to Riverman up the middle, and he breaks through. And he is brought down at the 44. Gets across the 40, another modern-day first down.
He's an impressive football player. And then this team does spread the wealth too. But that was kind of, if you notice how long he took hand off that ball and how slow and developed that was, that's an option look. If he doesn't hand that to Riverman, he's probably keeping it. So that's kind of why our end was staying at home there. And, that was a good read by Zeb on that play.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 45-yard line. We approach 8.5 to go here in the third quarter. Zeb in the shotgun. Hands it off up the middle, and that time that was Schlemmy. He's brought down at the line of scrimmage. Austin Owen in there to make the tackle.
Nice read by Austin Owen on that play. They tried to do what's called a fold block. The center turns back, the guard just kind of steps back and comes around. It's actually the center they're trying to do it with. And Owen got on the center's hip and blew that play up.
Loss of 3 on the play, 2nd and 13. Ball now at the 42. Zeb in the shotgun again, waiting for that play clock to tick down. Down now to 10 seconds as we are under 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Zeb takes a snap, wants to throw, got away from one defender, but can't get away from Austin Owen. Gavin Payton ran in there and threw his hands up, wouldn't let Zeb throw it. Austin Owen comes through, brings him down for the sack. That's 3rd and long.
Connor Buchanan getting back there too. A great job. Again, Gavin Payton set that up. What Gavin's done so well all year. And, you've heard me say this before. You were taught it as a player, I was. If the lineman in front of you pulls, or if you got no one, you learn to get on their hip, kind of what they call squeeze down, and go make a play. Gavin's been so good at that all year, getting pressure in the backfield by just being a smart football player, knowing the situation.
3rd and 17 here for the Knights. Zeb, play action pass. Flag comes in. This is going to be against Breese Modern Day as Zeb throws it incomplete. We'll check the flag, but
I decline it if you're Carmi, obviously. But hey, 3 and you got him off the field. Yeah. Other than giving up the long kick, you've just played a good defensive series.
Yeah, so it will be a false start. Carmi will decline the penalty, so it will be 4th and 17, and the Knights will punt.
At least you'd think they would. I don't see their punt team coming out yet. Now I think they do. Yep, first time today, I think.
Second time.
Second, excuse me. It was. You're right. They did first half.
So Allen and Driscoll will drop back as the Knights bring on the punt team with 7:01 to play here in the third quarter. 34-8. Breese Mater Dei has the lead.
You pointed that out with great authority, Cole. Second time.
You take them when we can get them.
I'm getting old. I forget things.
Good snap here on the punt, and
they're going to call it.
Is
yep, they're going to get Gavin Payton for roughing the punter.
And Carmi fans and coaches trying to make the argument that it was tipped.
But it wasn't much, but it's enough. In high school, it's
Is it an automatic first down in high school?
Yeah, I believe it is.
That's going to be an automatic first down for Breese Mater Dei. It's at least going to be a 15-yard penalty, but if it's an automatic first down.
Let's see. And it was fourth and
17. So if it's just 15 yards, it would be.
It is 15
fourth
yards.
And 2.
From where they're spotting it, it will be 4th and 2. You're correct.
They haven't moved the chains yet.
No, now they're changing it to first down.
So it will be 4th and 2 now.
Okay.
So not an automatic first down,
okay.
I don't believe. Now they're trying to get this figured out.
Yeah.
So the question is it an automatic first down or not?
The official down here is signaling first down.
So it's first down.
Yeah. Now we learned that pass interference is not necessarily automatic first down, even though it's a 15-yard penalty, but roughing the punter is.
Mater Dei, a new set of downs. So 1st and 10, ball at the Carmi 47. Handoff to River.
But he's battled back, played his heart out these last few weeks, and good to see him getting a big tackle in there. But that last play just kind of summed up this day, Cole.
Yeah.
You know, just big play after big play.
2nd down and 10, ball at the Carmi 47. 6:18 to play here in the third quarter. 34-8, Breese Mater Dei with the lead. Zeb in the shotgun, they move Lamp in motion. He'll take the snap, fakes the quick throw, now comes on a screen to the near side to Riverman, and Cale Wiggins with a great job to blow that play up.
Great job.
And a tackle for a loss. Great play by 42, Cale Wiggins.
I'm telling you, he is the scrappiest. He's listed at 150, but he's probably more like 138. But he is a smart, scrappy, and tough football player. Did a great job reading that. And once again, Cole, we look at it. I mean, we handed him a first down on a penalty, and we got him 3rd and long again.
So another 3rd and 17 here for the Knights. They'll send 2 receivers out to the left and 1 to the right. 2 running backs with Zeb in the shotgun. Lamp moves in motion from left to right. Zeb will take the snap, looks it, throws over the middle, going to be caught, breaking a tackle and running it across the 40-yard line. It's going to be a first down to the 30. And Wiggins will bring him down at the 21-yard line. That was Garrick Winkler, who caught the touchdown earlier in the ball game, and the Knights convert on 3rd and 17.
Well, he came out of his fullback position, right out of the backfield, came in motion, slid right over the middle. Zeb spotted him. 6'5", 206-pound senior with a big gain. Wiggins doing a great job, despite the size disparity, bringing him down, but you know, you can just see how Zeb is so patient. You know, Winkler was his 3rd option on that play and just waited for him to come open right over the middle, coming out of the backfield.
So 1st and 10, the Carmi 21-yard line, low snap, and the handoff goes to number 11, Grapperhaus, and he's slammed down in the backfield.
Yeah.
Flag on the backside of the play.
Looks like
as Allen and a wide receiver, that was Schlemmy, they were tangled up in the back, and we'll see who they call that foul on.
Yeah. Usually it's the last guy they see that gets the penalty, so. And it could offset if they call it on both of them.
Yep.
Let's see.
So we'll see who they call this. It's going to be a personal foul. Unsportsmanlike against.
It's both of them.
Yeah, both of them. So offsetting. So no penalty yardage. Just be the loss of down. Or will they replay the down, or will they count that? Negative. Yeah, they count the loss, the tackle for loss. So we'll be 2nd and 15. With the ball at the Carmi 25-yard line. 34-8, Breese Mater Dei. 4:40 left to play here in the third quarter.
Bulldogs trying to get set on defense.
Zeb in the shotgun, moves a man in motion. Fakes the handoff, quarterback run up the gut, and Zeb will take it across the 20-yard line down to the 16. They'll bring up third down at about 5.
That was the same play he scored that long touchdown run on in the second quarter. You can see what they do, bringing the wing back in motion, fake that handoff, get the defense, you get the linebackers to kind of expect that jet sweep. Then they trap. They inside trap with the guard, get a tackle out on the linebacker, and that's how they run that quarterback trap.
3rd and 5 here for the Knights. Ball at the Carmi 16-yard line. Riverman in motion. Zeb in the shotgun by himself. They fake the handoff. Zeb looks, throws over the middle, man wide open. Touchdown, Garrick Winkler.
Beautiful play fake, and quite honestly, Zeb could have took his pick because he had 3 receivers wide open on that play.
40-8. And the Knights have now scored 26 unanswered points.
Tell you, that Winkler's a weapon.
Yep.
6'5". You know, he can play in the backfield. He can play at tight end. He's a solid-looking football player.
So the Knights will go for 2. They attempted a kick on their first touchdown, but haven't tried a PAT since. As Zeb will fake the handoff. No, he gives it off to Riverman left side, and he did not get in there. So the Bulldogs stop the 2-point play. With 3:53 left to play here in the third, Breese Mater Dei leads it 40-8. Back in 30 seconds.
Trucks, trucks, and more trucks. Trucktoberfest is here at Expressway Ford with tons of trucks in stock. And we're slashing prices, over $9,000 off MSRP on new 2023 Ford F-150 XLT and rates as low as 1.9% APR. That's right, over $9,000 off the #1 selling truck in America for 46 years. Hurry out to our Trucktoberfest while inventory is up and prices are down. Expressway Ford, more Fords for less.
$3:53 left to go here in the third quarter. Breese Mater Dei leading the Bulldogs 40-8. And the ensuing kickoff is going to be fielded by Cade Stockton from the 26-yard line. And Stockton will take it up to about the 40. That's why they will blow this play dead. And the Carmi offense will come back out onto the field. Do have a score update from Cesar-Valier. The Red Devils score to take the lead. They lead Carrollton 14-8. Halfway through the third quarter there in Cesar-Valier. Do have a score update from Johnson City. The Indians lead Auburn 8-0. That's in the second quarter. So Auburn keeping that game close. And again, the winner of this one, if Breese Mater Dei hangs on, they will host either Auburn or JC next week. In the shotgun, Landon Driscoll here on first down. Snap rolls to him. Driscoll forced to take off and just nowhere to go. Trying to make something out of nothing here. A flag comes in as Driscoll's brought down 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. We'll check the flag.
They're going to get a hold or maybe possibly a face mask on Driscoll, trying to avoid a tackle. Let's see.
From where the flag came in, it came in front of the Mater Dei sideline.
Personal foul.
Face mask against Carmi.
Yeah. I'm thinking it was Driscoll trying to avoid a tackle, may have just pushed someone's face mask.
So back that up 15 yards from where he was tackled, and that's not what you want on first down.
No, the handoff was just missed. He had intended to hand that off to Pollard, and I think the low snap just caused them to completely miss it. So he was having to try to make something out of nothing there.
So first and short. First and 28 here for Carmi at their own 21. Driscoll hands it off to Pollard, and somebody shot through the gap to bring him down. Then 3 more white jerseys bring down Pollard at the 18-yard line. Loss of 2.
Looks like that was number 52, Dominic Hagan. And quite frankly, Breese they can more or less taste it now.
Yeah.
They can taste the blood in the water. But they are everything they're advertised. You know, you look at the 6-3 record. You know, that's deceptive because of their schedule. They play a flat-out tough schedule.
3 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Mater Dei leads it 40-8. Driscoll in the shotgun here on 2nd and 29. He's going to roll out to his right, throws one on the near sideline, and that's incomplete. Cade Allen being tangled up with the defender Nick Lamp. That pass just a little over his head. 3rd and long.
Not a bad throw by Driscoll. Good time. Again, good execution. It's just good coverage downfield. Allen couldn't quite get enough separation. Number 2, Nick Lamp, was with him step for step. And you're right, Cole. There's not many 3rd and 29 play calls you have from your own 20-yard line. So if you're the Bulldogs, you just get some kind of positive yardage so you can punt this thing out of here.
Score update from Mount Carmel. It is the Aces leading Benton 14-0. Halftime from Carterville. Harrisburg leading the Lions 23-0. Timeout call by Kurt Simon with 2:49 to play in the 3rd quarter. And we'll take one as well back in 1 minute on 97.3 WRUL.
In 1925, when Farrell Hospital opened, they knew that families in El Dorado and the surrounding communities needed a hospital they could depend on, close to home. Over the years, Farrell grew to meet the needs of patients. Today, Farrell Hospital has grown to offer advanced emergency care, orthopedics, cancer, surgery, imaging, lab, and more, always keeping more care right here close to home. Farrell Hospital. You can depend on us.
Great teamwork is no accident.
David and the gang at Hale Body Shop salute the area athletes.
Just as in sports, the team at Hale Body Shop work together to make sure you get your car back as quickly as possible.
When it comes to collision repair, more and more people choose the team way out there on Possum Road.
Hale Body Shop in Carmi.
David and the gang are proud supporters of area athletes.
After the timeout, 3rd and 29 here for the Bulldogs. Driscoll back to pass. Looking, throws over the middle, caught by Cade Allen trying to change direction. And Allen will take it up across the 35. And Allen still going, not brought down yet. And Allen will get this back to the original line of scrimmage. Football at about the 39.
Well, don't tell Cade Allen you're down by 32 points. That's a reminiscent. This is going to be a guy before your time, a guy named Mark Bavaro. He used to play tight end for the New York Giants. Look this up on YouTube. There's a clip of him playing my 49ers back in the mid-'80s. He drug about 10 guys 20 to 30 yards downfield before they could get him down. Kind of reminded me of that. So.
And that's the effort you want to see right now for your Carmi.
So that just tells you the mindset of these Carmi kids, how hard they're still playing despite what's in front of them.
So the Bulldogs will have to punt here on 4th and 10 at their own 39-yard line. Driscoll back in the punt formation. Low snap. Driscoll, it's a fake punt. Throws over the middle, and wide open is Noah Pollard, and he's got a first down to the 42, or correction, the 38 of Breese Mater Dei. Carmi has converted 2 fake punts today, and a good pass from Driscoll.
Kurt Simon twice now reaching into the bag of tricks on fake punt plays. Remember, he had one back in a playoff game in 2007 where the receiver stands next to the sideline thinking you're talking to the coach. Punter turns, throws it to him. I've seen that one before. This is just a straight throw over the middle. So 2 fantastic converted fake punts by the Bulldogs.
So 1st and 10 now for Carmi at the Breese 37. Driscoll back to pass again, throws over the middle, caught by Allen here near side, and Cade Allen up to the 28-yard line. That should be enough for a Rush Appliance first down, and it is.
And again, it starts with protection. The Bulldogs have done a really good job for the most part of keeping Driscoll up and on his feet. I don't think he's been sacked today.
No.
He has had to throw the ball away a couple times, but he hasn't been sacked. So kudos to the offensive line for keeping him upright this entire game.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Mater Dei 28-yard line. Carmi trying to find a score here late in the 3rd. 40-8 your score. Driscoll hands it off to Pollard left side. He's got some running room, and Noah Pollard, nice run to the 15-yard line.
Well, he got a fantastic block from his right guard, Nelson Ryder. That's kind of a quarterback option run too. Ryder pulled the trap and kick out the down tackle or end. Driscoll read that, went ahead and handed it to Pollard, and Pollard with a nice run inside for a 10-yard gain.
Another Rush Appliance first down there for Noah Pollard and the Bulldogs trying to move. Final 35 seconds here in quarter number 3. Driscoll in the shotgun, looks over the defense, takes the snap, play action pass, blitz up the middle. Driscoll throws to the end zone. Allen falls down, pass interference.
They're going to call it, yeah. It looked like Allen slipped. His feet went out from under him. The call, yeah.
Thought for a second Allen was going to catch that
I
ball
did
on
too.
his back.
I did. The Breese defender, number 2, Nick Lamp, arguing his case, and I got to kind of sympathize with him there because it looked to me like Allen's feet just went out from under him. But
you can imagine the wet field.
And they may be picking this up. I don't know. They're talking. Or is it Stan? Yeah, they're calling it. Okay, I just saw that sideline official. I think what's happening, he's telling Lamp, I made the call. You better just kind of live with it. So
it's not a spot foul. If it was
No.
the NFL, the ball would be at the 1-yard line, but
Correct.
it's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
And an automatic first down, so first and goal with the football at the 8-yard line.
Yeah.
22 seconds left here in the third quarter. Driscoll trying to communicate to his receivers as Bulldogs miscommunication, but still 20 seconds on the play clock. No need to burn a timeout.
Make sure his receiver gets set. Let Allen get set. Plenty of time.
Telling Driscoll to wait. And false
start on us. It must have been a lineman move because we had plenty of time to get set. So
the Carmi lined up on the wrong side, and Driscoll sent his receivers from the right to the left.
He meant to have the twin receivers out into the main part of the field instead of the boundary. But still, like you said, Cole, he had plenty of time for them to get set. So I don't know if one of our linemen flinched or what happened there. But
so 1st and 8 now with the football at the 14-yard line. Driscoll in the shotgun. Play action, rolls out to his left, and Driscoll trying to escape the defenders, and he throws a left-handed pass to Trayton Vickers. Touchdown, Carmine.
No,
out of bounds.
Still, what a play. Landon Driscoll doing a little Patrick Mahomes there. Left-handed. I've heard of switch hitters in baseball, but I've rarely heard of a switch thrower, I guess the word in football, a quarterback. Driscoll left-handed that football. What a play.
So they say Vickers was out of bounds at around the 2-yard line. It is a first down, so a Rush Appliance first down, first and goal. The clock is stopped, so this will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Under center is Driscoll. Takes the snap, hands it off. Dotson left side. Andrew Dotson.
Just short.
Touchdown.
Okay.
The senior, in what could be his last game, finds the end zone, and the Bulldogs cut into this modern-day lead. It's 40-14.
You love to see number 11, just a selfless, good-hearted, just hard-working, tenacious player get that touchdown on what could be the last game of his career. Number 11, Andrew Dotson, getting 6 points there. And, Cole, you have to love what you've seen from this Bulldog team. I mean, if you look at it,
not giving up.
It was 28. It's been basically a 12-6 ball game this second half.
So the Bulldogs will go for 2 with 5 seconds left here in the third quarter, and they get the Knights to jump off sides.
Yeah.
Man, you love the effort. You love the enthusiasm here for Carmine. You just wish maybe instead of a 40-14 game, it was maybe a 20-14 game.
And again, it goes back to some of those opportunities you had.
Yep.
The opportunities you had, complete those passes that are wide open for touchdowns. You know, that's potentially 16 more points on the board right now.
You know, even if you just erase those 3 touchdowns that they scored at the end of the second, the opening kickoff run back, if you just take those away, it's a one-score game.
It is. It's a different game.
So Bulldogs will go for 2, and they give it off to, I believe it was a second man through, Pollard, and he's drugged down. He will not get in. So with 5 seconds left to go in the third quarter, it's Breese Modern Day leading 40-14. We'll step aside for a 30-second break right here, 97.3 WRUL.
Hamilton Memorial Hospital family clinics are growing to meet the needs of our communities. We're proud to continue to expand by offering acute, urgent care services by welcoming Dr. Brian Sloan to our McLeansboro Family Clinic location. With over 20 years of emergency medicine experience, Dr. Sloan provides acute, urgent care visits for those times when you can't wait to feel better. From colds and sore throats to care after sports-related injuries and more. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics. Here for you now, like we've always been. To schedule an appointment, call 618-643-2988.
5 seconds left to play here in the third quarter after the Bulldogs score on a 2-yard touchdown run by Andrew Dotson. Makes the score Mater Dei 40, Carmi 14. The Bulldogs will kick this one away. It's a line drive kick that will take a bounce and be picked up at around the 14-yard line. This is Whitaker again, and the ball's
out. We got it.
Carmi recovers.
That's ours, I think.
Winkler fumbled it. The Bulldogs recover. They're not going away yet.
Nelson Ryder, he's been a beast on special teams all day, running down, making tackles on punts. That time, Johnny on the spot with the fumble.
That will be the final play of the fourth quarter. Despite the scoreboard, Bulldogs playing with all heart. We go to the fourth. Your score, Mater Dei 40, Carmi County 14. Back in 1 minute.
What a hit! Now that's a playmaker.
With Huck's Bucks Big Rewards, you can be a playmaker too. Hi folks, I'm Chris Myers.
And I'm Cole Carter. Download the Huck's Bucks Big Rewards app now and save with great coupons on gas, snacks, and more.
And make sure to fuel up at the Bulldog Spirit Pump at Huck's. A portion of your fill-up goes to support Carmi White County Unit 5 schools.
And that makes you a playmaker in the community. Huck's Market, headquartered in Carmi.
You can buy more of what you want when you save on what you need. Save on meal ingredients by shopping Little Giant Grocery Outlet in Carmi. Little Giant's team of buyers are constantly scanning wholesalers, looking for pantry favorites and meal ingredients at astonishing savings just so you can shop confidently, knowing that you can come in anytime and find great deals from fresh cuts of meat and grocery items to deli, fresh produce, and frozen goods. See just how much more your dollar buys at Little Giant Grocery, Carmi, Illinois.
Start of the fourth quarter, the Bulldogs have the football after Mater Dei fumbled on a kickoff return. So the Bulldogs not going away yet. Driscoll back to pass here on first down. Pressure in his face. Steps up. Now he's going to take off. Driscoll is going to be tackled at the 19-yard line. Gain of 6. I mean, Chris, a completely different football team for Carmi here in the last few minutes. Obviously down by 26 points. There's only so much you can do, but if there's one thing you cannot deny, this team's not giving up.
They have not at all. And I was getting ready to say Landon Driscoll looking like a big-time quarterback there. Stepped up against the pressure.
He's made some really nice plays today.
Fantastic plays. Been really smart at football, you know, under pressure situations. So got a 7-yard gain out of what could have been a sack.
So second down and 3 here for the Bulldogs. Ball at the 19-yard line. Handoff Pollard left side. And Noah Pollard tripped up at around the 17, about a yard short of the first down. He'll be third and short here for the Bulldogs. 1 minute gone here in the fourth quarter. 40-14, Breese Mater Dei with the lead.
So if they well-manageable third down, about a 3rd and 1, convert this. You know, get this thing in the end zone. You never know. You just never know. Hope for another turnover or something, but first thing you got to do, first and foremost, is you got to get this first down here.
3rd and 2, ball at the 18. Driscoll in the shotgun. Looks over the defense. Low snap, he corrals it, play action. Driscoll rolls to his right. He's got a defender in his face, and he is sacked back at the 30-yard line.
Well, that was, again, that's number 50, Chandler Toney's the junior. He's working against the sophomore, Dakota Southard. Southard's had big shoes to fill this year for injuries. He's done a good job all season, but that time Toney's just worked his way right around him, got under his pads, used his hand, and got the sack there. And 3rd and 1 is now turned into 4th and 12, just like that.
Football, they mark forward progress for Driscoll, so the ball's marked at the 28-yard line. So 4th and 12. Obviously, got to get this.
Yeah, changes things considerably.
4th and 12, Driscoll. Carmi false start, no flag. Driscoll looking to throw, still looking. Now he rolls out to his right.
Have it.
He's going to try to take off, but he can't get the edge. Brought down at the 24, and a turnover on downs.
I didn't see 54 over there. I thought he might have had something off the edge, but credit Breese there.
Yep.
You know, that's what pressure does. When you got good down linemen, they can get in the quarterback and get a sack on a 3rd and 1. And that's just what good teams do.
So a turnover on downs. Ball goes back to Breese Mater Dei. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They just, like I say, Cole, they just have athletes at the right spots. You know, some teams, you know, we've seen teams with the 300-pound down tackles with push up the middle. These guys, their skill position players are just tremendous.
Yep.
Both sides of the football.
So 1st and 10 for the Knights. Ball at the 22-yard line. Zeb in the shotgun. Actually, it's a new quarterback in the ball game here for Breese Mater Dei. As I believe they've got their JV in the ball game. Yeah. As that was number 10, Schlimmy with the carry. He got about 6 up to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, looks like quite a bit of their JV. I think they're just thinking, hey, we don't foresee us giving up, 26 points here in the last few minutes. So they're looking to next week.
Yep. So we'll try to get the number of that new quarterback in the game here for the Knights as there's 9 minutes left to play in the ball game. Handoff off to the right side, and Schlimmy this time brought down for a loss back at the 24. It'll be 3rd down and about 7. As number 18 is the new quarterback in the ball game, Chase Zerlini.
Austin Owen with another good play there. Zerlini, that's a Fairfield name.
Yep.
Heard that name in the Mule Nation for quite a while.
Oh, yes. So 3rd and 5 here for the Knights with the ball at their own 28-yard line. Zerlini in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking near side, throwing near side, and that's going to be caught for a 1st down and being brought down at the 38-yard line. 15. Brent Hiles made the catch and a 1st down for the Knights.
Nice quick out and throw. You'd think maybe it lets up when their youngsters come in, but apparently it doesn't. As Zerlini, the sophomore, has a pretty good arm himself.
So it moves the chains to the 39-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Breese Mater Dei.
Breese,
8 minutes left to play.
Yeah, obviously they're in no hurry, so.
Down the play clock, Knights lead 40-14. Zerlini in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, and trying to find the outside and come up making a nice tackle that time. That was Driscoll. As Schlimmy got the carry, and Driscoll make the tackle for a gain of 1.
Tell you what, all season long, we've seen Landon Driscoll, at 6'4", 160 pounds. Not the bulkiest player on the field, but I'm going to tell you, he's as athletic as anyone we've seen with any team. And from his safety position, he's been a hard hitter all season long. He's played his heart out today.
Zerlini in the shotgun here on 2nd down and 8. Again, letting that play clock tick down as we are at the 7-minute mark here in the ball game. Handoff right side to Schlimmy, and Gavin Payton shoots through for a tackle for loss. It'll be 3rd down and long.
A familiar scene his whole career, especially these last 2 seasons. Gavin Payton shooting through, getting tackles for loss. We've seen him do it all year, Cole. He has just been a tremendous football player, both sides of the line of scrimmage for this Bulldog football team.
One guy who's going to be incredibly hard to replace next year.
Exactly, amongst all these seniors.
3rd and 15 here for the Knights, ball at their own 34. With 6.5 left to play. Zerlini in the shotgun. He takes a snap, play action, throws left side, trying to set up a screen for their big tight end. And he is going to take it all the way across midfield. 1st down, Mater Dei. They again convert a 3rd and long. That was Elliott Rakers, the 6'6" tight end, catching the screen, converting the 1st down.
Well, it was a well-called play because the Bulldogs got in a blitz formation. They stacked the box. Nelson Ryder came blitzing through the A-gap. That was just a wide receiver screen, perfectly executed at the perfect time. And that moved the chains once again for the Breese Mater Dei, who's just trying to run this thing to 0.
1st and 10, ball at the 48-yard line. Zerlini back to pass, pump fake. They try to go with the deep ball on the far side of the field. Incomplete. Nice coverage there by Cale Wiggins as Trey Winkler was the intended receiver.
Winkler's still a starter in there, and once again, Cale Wiggins with good coverage there. You can see there's not a whole lot of drop-off, arm-wise.
No, absolutely.
With Chase Zerlini in the game back there. That just tells you how good a program is, when you can put your sophomore in there and it's not a whole lot of drop-off. They just churn these players out year in and year out. This is, without question, this is a solid football program.
5:46 left to play. Mater Dei leads it 40-14. Zerlini in the shotgun here on second down. Hands it off up the middle to Schlemmy, and he's got nowhere to go. Gavin Payton, Austin Owen, Connor Buchanan, the three seniors in there on the tackle. He'll be third and long.
And you love to see that. With about 5 minutes and 30 seconds of football left in their careers. Love to see them making tackles for losses.
It'll be third down and 12 here for the Knights with the football at midfield. We'll try to find some score updates from around the area here in the final 5 minutes of this one. So here we go, third and 12. Here for Mater Dei. Zerlini in the shotgun, takes a snap, back to pass here on third and long. Looks left, now rolls out to his right. He's got pressure in his face, and he's sacked. Back at the 41-yard line, Connor Buchanan and Austin Owen combine for the quarterback sack. It's fourth down, and the Knights will punt.
Great job. Love to see that. Both of those two seniors. Been two stalwarts, two great kids. We've talked about Austin Owen this year, had to make the move mid-season from offensive tackle to center. And he has just been brilliant, because that's not an easy job. The first game he had to play center was against Sesser. It's like, okay, here you go. You got to learn to shotgun snap and block. You got 3 days to do it against the best team in the league. And he's just played admirably at that position ever since. Moved over to the defensive side of the ball with the loss of Bryant. He's played well. Just another kid who's just been a stalwart there and amongst all these seniors that have.
Play clock was winding down, so Mater Dei burns their first time out of the half. And with that, we'll step aside as well. We'll take a 30-second break right here on 97.3 WRUL.
This is Nancy J. Winter, CPA. Life is always about change, and most businesses have to evolve to succeed. You want to be the best at what you do and do the things you like the most. We want to help you achieve that goal. We can help you design your records to evaluate what's the most profitable aspects. We can also help you evaluate what services are complementary and best offered together to your market niche customers. You know your business, but having the records to back up your business decisions can help with a business loan or just with peace of mind. Contact Nancy J. Winter, CPA, Carmine, 3822364.
4:07 left to play in the ball game. Mater Dei with a 40-14 lead. As the Knights are back to punt here, facing 4th and 21. And Driscoll and Allen are deep to return the punt. Good snap and a good punt in the direction of Driscoll. He will field it at the 22-yard line, running up the middle across the 25 to the 30, and Driscoll will take it up to the 33-yard line. That's where Carmine will start this drive and what could be their final drive of the season with 4 minutes left to play in this one. Other scores from around the area. Last we heard from Nashville, it was the Hornets all over Pana late in the fourth quarter, 49-7. So Nashville will move on to the second round. Mount Carmel was leading Benton 21-10. That one nearing halftime. Johnson City leading Auburn 8-0 in half. Cesar-Valliere leading Carrollton 28-8 in the second half.
Sounds like the Red Devils woke up there second half.
Driscoll under center here on first down. Hand off to Andrew Dotson, who takes it across the 40-yard line. Andrew Dotson all the way near midfield. And a good run by the senior up to the 49. First down, Carmine, Rush Appliance first down.
Love to see it. Glad he got a touchdown today. Obviously today didn't work out the way the Bulldogs wanted it to. Just missed some opportunities early on. Too many big plays from a very good Breese Mater Dei football team. But for the careers of these 8 seniors, you couldn't ask for anything more.
Handoff, Dotson left side, gets it across midfield, and he'll carry it up to the 45. Good run there by Andrew. And Carmine, of course, 8 seniors this year, and it's rare that you have a whole group of seniors that all play a vital part of the team, and all our starters, in this case, two-way starters. Numbers small this year, obviously, but man, just what a class Carmi is going to miss next year.
And they're just such a fantastic group of young men. Just character, work ethic. Couldn't ask for anything more.
Second down. Driscoll hands it off to Dotson on the counter, and Dotson takes it up near the 40. That should be enough for a Rush Appliance first down, and you could tell Kurt Simon wanted to get the ball to his senior here on the final drive of the season.
Yeah. And he's wanting to leave all his seniors in. Normally you might think go ahead and get your sophomores in, but this is the last 2.5 minutes of their football careers. You've been there, I've been there. There's no way to describe taking off your pads for the last time. And, but kudos to these young men for accomplishing their goal. They got to the postseason. We've said you just face tough football teams when you get to the postseason. It's just a fact. But they've battled all afternoon long.
1st and 10, ball at the 40-yard line. Handoff goes to Dotson again. Nice run for Andrew Dotson, trying to break free, and he's tripped up at the 20-yard line. That's another Rush Appliance first down with 2:15 left to play.
Love to see him go ahead and get in the end zone here. I know Breese does have a lot of their youngsters in, but again, doesn't take away from the fact that Carmi's seniors are playing their last series, their last 2 minutes of football, and see if we can get one in the end zone here.
Driscoll under center here on 1st down and 10. Hands it off. This is Andrew Dotson left side again. Dotson trying to find the outside and wrapped up and brought down at the 18-yard line. Under 2 minutes left to play. Mater Dei leads it 40-14.
See if Kurt Simon might consider using a timeout if he wants to get a score. I doubt it, but you never know. Still has 2 left.
He's got 2 left.
Yeah.
Would definitely make that final score look a little bit better if you get one more score here.
Yeah.
And again, I think if unless you are watching this game a lot closer than what this scoreboard reads. Driscoll gives it off to Dotson up the middle. Andrew Dotson takes it inside the 10-yard line. Close. Down to the 1. It's going to be 1st and goal for Carmi. Andrew Dotson, the bell cow on this drive. 1st and goal, Rush Appliance first down.
Let's see if we can punch this in here, Cole. Love to see it. Again, Dotson, kid who made the move to fullback this year. Fullback in this offense a lot of times is a blocker, and he's selflessly done that. Let's see if we can punch one in and give him the ball.
1st and goal from the 2. Driscoll fumbled the snap, able to pick it up, and he might get in the end zone. He does. Touchdown, Landon Driscoll.
Well, the fumble snaps hadn't worked out well until then, but you'll take that one.
So Driscoll able to pick it up, and you can see him. He's apologizing to Andrew Dotson.
If there's one time you feel bad about scoring a touchdown, it's then. But I'm sure Dotson understands. So
great to see Landon Driscoll find the end zone here in his final game. Multi-touchdown game for him. He had the touchdown pass in the first half. So the Bulldogs will go for 2. Makes it 40-20 with 1:02 left to go. Driscoll under center. Gives it off Dotson up the middle, and he's in untouched for the 2-point play. Well, if there's one thing you can hang your head on for the entire offseason, Carmi was able to find the end zone on what looks like their last offensive drive of the season. We'll go ahead and keep it here. But, Chris, I know the scoreboard obviously not in Carmi's favor, still an 18-point Mater Dei lead. You cannot deny Carmi did not give up in this football game.
They never did. This second half, basically, if you count the last one against the sophomore, even if you take that away, this second half was a 12-6 game. It was much similar to last week. It was just the same. Last week and this week were almost mirror images of each other in the fact the Bulldogs just missed opportunities and gave up big opportunities at the same time. 2 chances for touchdown passes, just couldn't connect. Then same thing, within a score, have Breese deep in their territory. Their quarterback breaks out for about a 60, 70-yard touchdown run. Just back-breaking plays. And, but this score, again, you said it, Cole, is not indicative of how well and how hard these kids fought, because they never quit.
Gavin Payton with the kickoff here for Carmi, letting the senior kick this one away as the Knights will return it up to about the 37.
I remember he kicked for me in 8th grade. I remember that when he was an 8th grader. So Let him have a little flashback there.
And Kirk Simon going to start shaking some hands of some of his seniors, as Mater Dei can kneel it a couple of times, and this one will be over. The Knights will be at home next week. They'll play the winner of that JC Auburn game going on over in Johnson City.
And if it's JC, I'd love to watch that one.
That'd be a great game.
That's going to be a fantastic football game. It's going to be two contrasting styles. You know, this Breese team reminds me of Cesar in the way they play. So, again, you tip your cap to the Breese Mater Dei Knights. You know, fantastic football team. There's a reason they've been a strong program for a long time. This is a legit football team, no question. But you also are proud if you're a Carmi Bulldog fan. You know, obviously the score, not what we want, but the effort and the heart these kids played with to the very end, you could never question.
This team never gave up.
Never.
And I really think you could say they never gave up throughout the whole season.
Never.
Injuries to key players. This team kept fighting, made the playoffs, won 7 games. And that's a really good football team across the way. Given some circumstances, you know, you play who you're dealt. But Carmi gave it all they had and just came up 18 points short, as Mater Dei will win it and move on to the second round. 40-22 the final score. The Bulldogs finish the season at 7-3. And just like that, this football season comes to an end.
Time goes so quick, you know, and we talked about from the beginning, how many football teams can lose? I mean, Caleb Siebers was leading Southern Illinois in rushing, not the conference, not the Southern Illinois. You lose him. Eli Bryant, your biggest lineman, you know, at 310 pounds, your space eater, he wreaked havoc just because of occupying double team blocks, creating opportunities for teammates. He goes down. So when you were low on numbers anyway and you were dealt 2 blows like that, it would have been easy to fold a long time ago. You know, that was rough. It was a rough blow for this team to absorb. But you're right, Cole. They just took it in stride, had the attitude of, okay, next man up, we're going to keep fighting, we're going to do the best we can. And they played admirably. Just like last week, that score didn't indicate the effort and the opportunity. Today, same thing. A lot of chances for this game to be a lot closer. At the end of the day, you tip your cap to Breese Mater Dei. They were the better football team. But, you know, it doesn't measure the heart and the fight and the character that this Bulldog team played with today.
Final score, Mater Dei wins it 40-22. The Bulldogs in the season with a 7-3 record. Mater Dei will advance to the second round next weekend. We'll step aside for a 3-minute break. We'll come back with the Roark Transport postgame show. It's Bulldog football on 97.3 WRUL.
Doing business in today's world can be complicated, time-consuming, and expensive. People's National Bank is here to help your business not only survive, but thrive. With modern-day products such as remote deposit capture, ACH payments, merchant card services, and commercial line of credit sweeps, we can get you paid faster, protect your risk, and make your money work hard for you. Hi, this is Melinda with People's National Bank. Give me a call today and get started. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome to Pro Rehab Carmi, where our passion is getting you back to life faster. It is our privilege to walk with you every step of the way using evidence-based treatments specifically created just for you. Whether it's sports, general orthopedics, or pelvic floor rehab, you are in the right hands. Your results are worth fighting for, and our team fights for you.
Call 384-7872 or visit Pro Rehab on Main in Carmi and get back to life faster. Shop, click, drive. It's that simple with RiceMotors.com. Picks and pricing updated several times a day. Even vehicles in transit. You get the first look when you shop RiceMotors.com. Got an idea of what you're looking for? Want to schedule a service appointment? You can do it all. Rice Motors has served the region for 90 years. And with RiceMotors.com, it's never been easier for you to shop. Click, drive. RiceMotors.com. Visit now.
Roark Transport in Carmi has earned a reputation of dependable hauling that many in this area have depended on. Roark Transport now also offers rock, dirt, and lime hauling. From parking lots, driveways, and washouts, Roark Transport can handle all your rock and dirt hauling needs. Farmers can also depend on Roark Transport to deliver their lime when and where they need it. For your next driveway or parking lot job, remember Roark Transport for fast, dependable service. Call Roark Transport today at 265-3665.
Family owned and operated for more than 70 years. Rush Appliance and Furniture stands the test of time. We have a large selection of in-stock furniture and appliances for every room in your home, grills and smokers, and an unmatched dedication to superior service. This is Sean Rush inviting you to visit me in Fairfield or my dad Terry in Carmi, where we can help you furnish every room in your house with superb service after the sale.
Slay's Restoration, restoring communities for more than 30 years with a rapid response fleet equipped to handle any size loss, wind damage, fire restoration, water damage, mold removal, and remediation. Slay's Restoration is there when you need them most, working to bring your property to better than before condition with state-of-the-art technology and hard work. The #1 disaster restoration company for water, fire, wind, and mold. Visit slaysrestoration.com to learn more.
Final score, the Bulldogs fall today to Breese Mater Dei in the first round of the IHSA playoffs by a final score of 40-22. The postgame show is delivered courtesy of Roark Transport, hauling fuel, rock, grain, and more to help our community grow. Call 265-3665 for details. Chris, obviously, you never like it when the season comes to an end. And in a game like this where you knew you were playing a quality opponent, a very good football team that, arguably better than any team you've seen this year. And, people are going to look at that score from around the area and think, Breeze went in there and put it to them. But if you take away 3 big plays there at the end of the second quarter and the start of the third quarter, it'd be a one-score game. It changes everything. You don't want to make excuses because obviously Mater Dei made the plays when they needed to, but Carmi had their chances to be in this game.
We really did, and it's a simple thing. When you're playing a team that's that caliber, you can't afford miscues, you can't afford mistakes. Carmi had 2 opportunities for 6 points, both just misconnected passes, and then when they did get a score, got a nice drive together, same as kind of deja vu again. We were within striking distance, and Breeze, next thing you know, 60, 70-yard touchdown run by their quarterback. Just big back-breaking plays that you just can't give up, that you can't allow another team. I think, it's just the bottom line. When you're playing a team of that caliber, you have to play mistake-free football. But most importantly, you have to capitalize on every opportunity you have. And unfortunately, in the first half, that just didn't happen. But the second half, the way we played in that second half, you really mathematically, it's more or less a 12-6 game.
Yeah.
And you're right, Cole. You can't look at this score and just say, well, they just walked and stomped all over them. It wasn't the case. Carmi never quit playing. It's just the bottom line. Breeze was just a better football team that made plays when they were supposed to.
And the play that made the difference. We'll go ahead and get the First Mid Bank and Trust play of the game. We need a partner you can bank on. Count on the great folks at First Mid Bank and Trust in Carmi. I really think that long touchdown run by Zeb after Carmi had the Cade Stockton touchdown, got to a 14-8 game. He runs that touchdown. Even at that point, it's 20-8 with the long touchdown pass there at the end of the first half. That made a 28-8 game and really was a difference.
Those are the backbreakers, and you point, again, we go the week before, same thing with Johnson City. We're within a score, have them, I think, 3rd and 17, and they throw that long touchdown pass for 66 yards to the wing back. Gut punch. Same thing there, 14-8. Our crowd's into it. They're feeling it. We got some momentum. Zeb does what great players do. They call a quarterback trap, and he just takes it 60-some-odd yards for a touchdown. Another gut punch. And then, when they complete that long pass, it was just like that was just a little too much to overcome.
Yeah.
We just and with the 2 potentially missed touchdown connections there, it was just a little too much for us to overcome at that point. Had we converted at least one of those, gotten a stop, if this is a 1-score game, this game may be different. That may be going down to the wire. But credit the Bulldogs. They never quit.
And again, this is the Roark Transport post-game show as Bulldogs fall to Breese Modern Day by a final score of 40-22. We'll welcome in head coach Kurt Simon. And, Coach, obviously you never love having your season come to an end, but against a good team like that, you knew you guys were going to have to make some plays, and at the end of the day, they just made a few more plays that was the difference.
Yeah, I mean, that says that, with 3 big plays in that game, we missed 2 on our half in the first half, 2 balls that were just a little overthrown. That makes a big difference. I mean, that's a big swing. So, but they made the plays, and got to give them credit for that. So.
Yeah, and we said the exact same thing up here, Coach. It was just a matter, when you play teams the caliber of Breese, every opportunity has to be made.
Every possession and every opportunity, you just have to make those plays. And our kids played hard. I mean, they did, and. We're out there playing 10 kids both ways, and it's difficult. But I'm really proud of the way our seniors led the way this year, and the way the younger kids came along. It's a good group.
Yeah.
Good group of kids.
And you look at this second half. I mean, if you look at mathematically, it was a 12-6 game second half. Your kids, we talked about this up here. The one thing that is always a credit to you, your staff, but most importantly, the character of your kids. They never quit. Never. I mean, when it was 28-8, we gave up the kickoff return. They could have just said we're done. Yeah. They didn't. They competed their hind ends off the rest of that third and fourth quarter to the last buzzer. And I think that's just, again, it's a testament to you, the kids, just the program in general. Can you just talk about, the seniors especially, but just what you instill in them just to keep them fighting through all the adversity they've had all season?
I mean, I would say every coach in every sport says the same thing. I mean, the playing football or playing basketball, baseball, track, whatever it is you're doing, you're trying to teach them to do lifelong lessons. You're trying to teach them. And one of those big things is, know your role on whatever team you're on. Go as hard as you can, and for us, and then play to the whistle. And don't leave anything on the field. We talked about that. We talk about it all the time, but we talked about it for this particular game. Don't leave anything on the field. Give it everything you have, and that's what they did. That's what they did. I don't know where to put the credit for that stuff or not. Our kids have already, and you're one of them, Cole. We can always trust that we are going to play our butts off, and we may not always have the most kids or the best players or whatever, but I think people that have played football in Carmi, they can be proud because and the people watching these kids, they give us everything we ask, and it just seems like it started at some point in time 20 some years ago, and every group. Normally you talk about seniors in this game or whatever, because it's such a physically demanding and mentally demanding game, and you need that leadership. And they provide it, and then the other kids learn from it, and it becomes a cycle. So.
Well, Coach, just kind of want to go through the list of your 8 seniors in such an impactful group. Start with Andrew Dotson. We both loved how you guys were able to give him the football there in the second half. He got the touchdown, and there at the end, just such a kid that's such a selfless player. You talk about a guy this year being that role, being a fullback and leading the way for other guys.
No question.
Can't say enough about that kid.
I can't say enough about Andrew, and really, Andrew's his entire career has kind of been that way, where last year he's blocking for another, Isaac King and Drax. Andrew's not getting the ball as much, but he's doing a lot of other things. He's just one of the most unselfish kids that I've ever coached. Never says boo, just plays hard and does whatever you ask him to do. And I'm extremely proud of him. Extremely proud of him just for the person that he is and how he goes about playing this game, but the way he carries himself as an individual. Really good kid.
Somebody else who I thought played a great game today and really has all season, just a tough kid, but Landon Driscoll. And you guys have him playing a spot he hadn't played before, playing quarterback. He got better as the year went on. Great at the safety position as well, but you got to tip your cap to that kid as well.
I mean, same way. You look at a young man like him that really would have been a good receiver. I could say that about a lot of our guys in the past because of our numbers. Ethan Mahan was that way. Ethan Mahan could have been a really good running back receiver guy, but he had to play quarterback because we didn't have one. And then, again, an unselfish thing where, okay, I'll take on that responsibility. I'll do whatever it takes. He went to quarterback camp this summer, got himself in a position, and had a good year or whatever. But, ideally, yeah, he probably is. He is one of our better receivers that we have on the team that unselfishly takes on the new role of a new position, embraces it, does the best he can at it. And from a coaching standpoint, I can't overemphasize. I say that to the kids all the time. You just know your role. We've been around football a lot longer than you guys have. We're going to put you in a position, that gives us the best chance to make plays or win games. And you just have to trust us and do what we ask you to do. And those are two kids right there that are prime examples of that.
Well, then you got a guy who plays running back, starter for the first time as a senior, leads Southern Illinois in rushing and breaks his ankle, and then he's done for the year. Caleb Siebers, he saw him as a wrestler as well. One of the hardest working kids I've ever seen, and you just hate that it ended the way that it did for him.
It just, we talked about that last night at our pregame meal, just about adversity in life and what life throws at you. And sometimes it doesn't look, you can have questions about it, but, we try to teach about having a strong faith and just knowing that those are the cards you got dealt, and you make the best of it. But yeah, Caleb, those first 3 games, going into the season, yeah, we knew Caleb was going to be one of our running backs, but we weren't exactly sure. You got Caleb, Andrew, and Pollard that are all 3, pretty good kids. So we had them all 3 in the backfield to start out with, and of course Caleb was just running mad.
And he'd never played offense.
And he is another kid, to be honest with you. His entire life he's been blocking for somebody else, and finally got his opportunity to run the ball a bunch, and you could see where his season was heading. But it happens. That's a part of the game, and you hate to see it. Believe me, I know exactly what you're feeling because I watched my youngest son had the same thing happen to him, and it's a crusher. But you just gotta, like we say, you gotta keep hammering. We swing those hammers down there, and that's what you tell the kids, man. Things aren't always going to look good, but just keep hammering away at it. That's all you can do.
Trayton Vickers, another senior, one of those guys that I thought kind of under the radar kind of guy, defensive back, tight end, whatever it was. He also was someone that played offense for the first time this year and made a couple of nice plays today. Had open for a couple of touchdowns that he didn't get, but another one of those kids that is always going to give you all he's got.
He is, and he had some adversity early on in his career as a high school football player, and it was right around the COVID year, but he ended up having surgery on his hip, and he didn't even get to play a whole year, but came back and like you said, unselfishly plays 4 or 5 different positions on both sides of the ball. We play him at tight end, we play him at wing, we play him, as a stand-up receiver. We've played him in the backfield a little bit, and the same thing defensively. So, again, another unselfish kid that just tried as hard as he could to help us be as good as we could.
Your 4 linemen, your seniors, Gavin Payton, Nelson Ryder, Connor Buchanan, Austin Owen. You said before the season this team was going to go as far as that offensive and defensive line led you to 7 wins and a heck of a season those 4 guys did.
And they are, without a doubt, you have to credit almost all of it to those guys. We give credit where credit's due, but that was definitely the strength of our team this year. You could always count, and you can't be successful if you're not good up front. It's tough. It's really tough. And when you have guys like that, they make play calling a lot easier. But yeah, that was definitely the strength of our team, and we will miss those guys dearly next year.
Yeah, and all those guys, it's well said about all of them. I look at those 4 linemen. Austin Owen moved into center, never played it his whole life, and you ask him to do it against Sesser, and he steps in, he did it brilliantly the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Connor Buchanan battled back from an injury, came back and played. Ryder is just, I'd say up here, I'm a 49er fan, he's our local version of Nick Bosa, all over the field. Peyton, same thing. He was back in 8th grade, I had him at a running back, and he's coming to one of the best linemen in the conference. All the other kids, Baker, Vickers, Siebers, Driscoll, and Dotson, they all, if you just from us knowing them, you know them, looking at all them collectively, what do they leave for these younger guys below? What example did they bring collectively to your juniors,
what I
for
said
the
earlier,
freshmen?
and I think I mean every group of seniors that I've had come through here, for the most part, I mean I'm almost going to say all of them have set a tone in the season early on. I mean, starting now, starting in the weight room in December or January, February, and then going into the summer, just do things right. There's a right way and a wrong way. And just do what's right. And what's right as far as getting you ready to be the best you can be is, eliminate everything in your life that's going to prevent something really good happening and get you in a position where you can succeed. And these seniors for sure did it. And I mean, that's normally been how our younger kids have learned. You learn just as much from the other players as you do from the coaches. And they have nothing to hang their heads about.
No.
They've had, their junior and senior year of high school, they battled, man. We battled last year hard and, lost the tough one there to Johnson City late in the year last year and then finished up on a tough note or whatever. We draw Mater Dei again this year. And with all the injuries that we've had, you got to be proud of what these kids have done. I mean, half these games that we've gone into, nobody else is playing 10 kids both ways.
No.
I mean, when our kids get on the field, you don't see them unless you call timeout or whatever because you don't have time because they're out there all the time. And that's just a credit to them. That's a credit to them. That's a credit to the way they prepare to get ready for games, get ready for the season, and just the way they are as people. Can't say enough about them.
Well, I'll just sum it up, Coach. Just a great example. The community's proud of them. I know it's a pleasure for us to watch from up here, for all the parents, fans. They're just a great representation of our community.
Yes.
Their character. They're just fine young men. Just hats off to them. Great season. Kudos to you all, and just wish, especially those seniors, nothing but the best going forward in the rest of their year. And hope you have a great and productive off season. And
we'll get back and go to work again.
One more random question, okay? I'll just ask it. If this Breese team meets JC next week, what are you thinking?
If they can throw the ball like they do, they could pose some problems just because we don't see a lot of motion and spread and throwing the ball all over the place. Their skilled kids are pretty darn good.
Yeah.
But I'm still, I will root for Johnson City without a doubt, just because I have a lot of respect for them and what Coach Thomas has done with their program, and I think they have as good a chance as any to beat a team like this. But it's just something you don't see very often. That spread stuff, all the motion, and a quarterback that is fast as well. You got your athlete as quarterback, so they're difficult to defend.
Yeah.
All right, Coach. Well, congrats. Another great season, another playoff appearance. Thanks for your time up here after every game. We greatly appreciate it, and
we appreciate
look
what
forward
you
to seeing the Bulldogs next fall.
All right, very good.
Thank you,
Thanks, Coach.
Good to see you.
That's Kirk Simon with the final time this season as the Bulldogs fall to Breese Mater Dei by a final of 40-22. Well, Chris, it's been fun. Another great season here in the fall. It's crazy how quickly things fly by. It seems like just yesterday we were here last fall, the last game of the season. But just you can't say enough about that guy right there and what he's been able to do since he came here in the late 90s. His 18th playoff appearance this year. And obviously you want to win that playoff game. You want to keep your season going. But when you get drawn a school like that, it's really hard to do so. But tip your cap to the way these kids battled, not just today but all season long.
You do, and we said it when we were back here at the Gator Bowl. Which as you get older, which you'll learn someday, time moves really quick when you be my age. But we had said the one thing this team has is a lot of talent, but on the flip side was we just couldn't afford injury.
Yeah.
And we just had the unfortunate breaks with a couple guys, who meant a lot to the team. Caleb Sievers, you hate it because he was a senior, number one. Then Eli Bryant going down. Those two meant a lot to this team, as far as what they brought. But as Coach Simon said, well, these kids just respond to it. They accept, they hated it, but they just said, okay, let's get up, let's dust ourselves off and keep battling. So if you're a Bulldog fan, we've said this over and over. You may look at the scores, and the last couple of weeks they were lopsided, but it's not an indicator of how the team played as far as their heart, as far as how they kept battling. In both games it was just cases of missed opportunities and the good teams capitalizing on the opportunities they had. So, a lot to be proud of for this program, especially for these seniors. Wish them nothing but the best. Fine group of young men. Got some good kids coming back.
Yep.
And, you think about it. This is Kurt Simon's 27th season, I believe. And, for those that might not know, I believe next year is it for him. As if you didn't know, I think this next year he's, this could be his last one in retirement, may come in. So you stop and think, you've had a coach at a program that long. I don't know many of the football programs in the area where that happens.
No.
And the stability he's brought, 18 playoff appearances before he came. Hall of Famer. Before he came here, we had been to the playoffs one time in 20 some odd years. 20 almost 25 years. So it just tells you how he's changed the culture. So, but credit to kids, as he'll tell you, it's the kids that buy into what it takes to be a part of his program. You've been a part of it. I've had the privilege of getting to coach with him, learned a lot. And if you're a Bulldog fan, you just got to be proud of what this team did this season, despite the adversity they had. And it's just fun to be a part of it.
Absolutely. Well, me and Chris enjoy being up here throughout all season. I know Haley and JC and Asher back at the studio can agree. It's been fun. We enjoy following this team. The community gets behind it. Nothing better than Bulldog football. But Chris will swap his headset with Travis Black here in a couple weeks, as believe it or not, basketball season right around the corner. I believe November 14th will be our first broadcast when the girls begin their season. Crazy time of the year, but just like that, football season comes to an end. But Chris, can't thank you enough for all that you do for our program up here, and it's been fun talking with somebody like you that knows the game as well as you do.
Well,
and it's been fun, and I appreciate it.
I'll tell you what, you folks at home, this is probably embarrassing, but you don't know how lucky we are to have this young man right here broadcasting our football games. You basketball fans, same thing, but whatever he does. We are blessed to have this young man because he is as good as it gets at what he does, and you truly are. And I just thank you for letting me be up here with you, because you make it a lot of fun. So
I appreciate
wish the best to you this basketball season.
Appreciate it. It's been a great football season. Again, a big thanks to Asher Penrod back at the studio. For Haley Winkleman and JC Tinsley. For Chris Myers, I'm Cole Carter. Have a great day, Bulldog fans, and thank you for watching Bulldog football on 97.3 WRUL and the WRUL Sports YouTube channel.
Welcome to Southern Illinois Trading and Supply, where small-town service meets the selection of a big city. We proudly offer top-notch American-made mowers, quality you can rely on. Envy Neighborhood Vehicles, perfect for family fun or cruising around your neighborhood. We are also your destination for Traeger Grills, Diamond Pet Food, MFA Farm Feed, everything you need in one place. Southern Illinois Trading and Supply, not the same old store you're used to. We're different and we're proud of it. Southern Illinois Trading and Supply, where small-town value meets big city selection.
Welcome to Taylor Eye Care on Falcon Avenue in Carmi. Excellence in eye care.
From thorough examinations utilizing advanced equipment and technology to premier optical products, here at Taylor Eye Care, we treat every patient like family, going above and beyond the expected for a truly memorable eye care experience. Simply put, we are excellence in eye care.
If you're looking to brighten and enhance your vision, don't hesitate to contact us today. 382-4683.
What you need, when you need it. Wabash Christian Therapy on Oak Street in Carmi has what you need. From outpatient therapy serving pediatrics to geriatrics, when you need it. Flexible hours for your convenience, state-of-the-art equipment, private treatment rooms, and personalized programs tailored to fit you and delivered by a therapy team committed to compassionate care. Wabash Christian Therapy on Oak Street in Carmi. Learn more by calling 382-2927 today or search Wabash Christian Therapy on Facebook. Wabash Christian Therapy in Carmi. Better every day.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or want to enjoy a stroll around your neighborhood, orthopedic health is critical to your quality of life. The orthopedic and sports medicine team at Wabash General Hospital treats injuries and disorders of the bones, joints, ligaments, tendons, muscles, and spine so you can return to moving through life with greater comfort and ease. To schedule an appointment, call 618-263-6400. Wabash General Hospital, people you know helping people you love.
The Carmi Kiwanis Club would like to genuinely thank the community for enjoying and supporting another wonderful Corn Day in Carmi. Special thanks goes to sponsors for helping fund our annual festival. And congratulations to perennial float powerhouse Brownsville School for their wonderful parade entry and winning the Roaring 20s theme parade, as well as our brand new Corn King and Queen, Aiden Jordan and Ansley Healy. The Carmi Kiwanis Club, proudly serving the children of the world. The alarm sounds, coffee brews, and the porch light guides your steps toward another busy day. Just like you, Invenergy Solar is up with the sun. Invenergy's Boomtown Solar project will create up to 400 construction jobs and create enough electricity to power 40,000 American homes. Invenergy expects to invest $60 million over the project's lifetime, helping illuminate the future of all in White County. Private investment developed on private property with public benefits. Invenergy.
Well, folks, that ain't country, but this is Skylar Harrelson from Jansen Auto in Carmi. It's been my pleasure to help my friends and neighbors get into the cars or trucks of their dreams for the last couple of years. Here at Jansen Auto, we're bringing you great vehicles at better than expected prices. There's really no reason to shop anywhere else. If we don't have it, we'll get it. All new vehicles are priced at huge discounts. Your hometown dealer, Jansen Auto Group in Carmi. Stop by and see why.
Extra, extra! The CWC Drama Department proudly presents Newsies. Follow newsboy Jack Kelly as he goes on strike with his ragtag band of newsies in New York City at the dawn of the 20th century. Based on the Disney film and inspired by a true story, you won't want to miss this inspiring tale of fighting for what's right. CWC Drama will be carrying the banner this November 17th through 19th. Friday and Saturday performances at 7:30 p.m. with a Sunday matinee at 2:30 p.m. Newsies is presented through special arrangement with Music Theater International, MTI. All authorized performance materials are also supplied by MTI. www.mtishows.com.